What'd you say?
What, nigga? What did I say?
Can you guys get off your phone?
I said it's funny how hoes be controlling niggas. It's always money over bitches. Thought I told you niggas.
Don't tell me what to do, you
All right. Don't never turn fake. Stay a soldier, nigga.
What's your problem with pregnant women
And this
twerking
a
at their
OPM
at their
till
baby
it's
shower?
over, nigga.
Huh?
Who's mad at niggas twerking at the baby shower?
Who's mad at niggas twerking at the baby shower?
Now you brought it up. That's why I wanted you to comment on it.
I asked, y'all cool with people twerking at their baby shower?
Yeah,
As long as it's not my baby, it's not my baby mom. I'm cool.
So if it's your baby shower and your baby mother busts a twerk,
Nah, she wildin'. She wildin'.
what you gonna do?
Nah, she wildin'.
What you gonna do?
Uchi Wally Wally.
We know she wildin'. What
Anybody
you gonna
that pulls out their phone is getting decked.
do? you gonna let
the
her
party?
keep. You know, there's a photographer there, right?
I know that.
You know, there's a videographer there, right?
Yeah.
You know, everybody's gonna have their phone out. It's a baby
I
shower.
specifically said whoever pulls out their phone is getting decked.
All the phones is gonna be out already.
That everybody's
You
getting
said
decked.
what you said, right?
So
Yeah, I said what I
she
said.
gonna-
Why you trying to get me to walk back what I said? I said what I said.
I'm just
nigga.
trying to let you know the flaws in your logic. Like,
I feel you.
that'd be crazy. She twerking you under the boot. That's a bad baby shower. Like, you don't ever want to be under the boot. Yo.
What
Pew,
dance is
pew,
that?
pew, everybody
Nah,
getting
that's how
shot.
they do it.
Fucking a Zonto stomp your ass.
That's how they do it. Where they from?
Nigga said, why you stomp me like Joanna? Joe.
Dead. I'm cool with the pregnant lady twerking. That's fine.
Yo, let me tell you how audience works, right? 'Cause I see what's about
Yeah,
to
we
go.
got an audience today.
Yeah, we got audience, y'all. He doesn't understand how audience works.
Yeah, he's afraid that you're gonna talk too much. Pretty much.
Nah, it's not even talking too much. But let me tell you how audience works, right? You ever watch like the Oprah Winfrey show or like any talk show ever? You know, like they usually engage the audience, then the audience talk. Like the audience just don't be, talking the whole time. So, like if we don't be like, hey, what's your opinion on this? Like, you should like write it down.
This is like our pilot for like how this is gonna
Yeah,
run.
but we got the wrong pilot. We about to crash in the mid.
Listen, guys, we don't
You see,
normally
he's still-
treat our
he's
audience
still
like this.
talking.
I don't know what's going on with Av today.
I just want everybody to know how an audience works. Like, y'all have seen TV. Like, you don't just be in Judge Mathis's courtroom just blurting out shit when he talk. Like, you wait for him to be like, audience, what y'all think? And then you tell us what you think.
I seen a crackhead. I know one too.
Hey, when did you get here?
That's Anthony Anderson.
Nigga stopped the whole trial. And it
Everybody,
wasn't
yo,
him.
Give him big ups because he's doing good stuff for black people on television. Everybody give a round of applause. Stop our show and give a round of because that's him. Like, you ain't him? Why'd you let me do all that?
Come on, man. I know a crackhead when I see one. Dad, y'all ready?
Yeah.
You ready?
Of course.
Audience, are you ready? Nah, you don't want to say shit. That was your one chance. Cool. Sit up. Get this together.
We got Poland Spring sponsoring us today.
Get the shoulders
Poland
moving.
Spring.
Yeah, rotate your bottle, man. They ain't,
Yo, don't ever touch my water. Especially by the
they ain't
cap.
dropped the bottle. I ain't touched down here.
Yeah, you grabbed it by the cap.
My fault. I knock all this shit over. What you talking about, nigga? Yo, you already know what it is. It's Av Campbell, that motherfucking nigga, the bar guy, 8 guy, young Avastado.
Yo, it's Buck the Road, aka Too Loud, the freaking Odi Venture, yeah, the nasty
And
one.
in the back, we got the superstar of the group.
What else?
My man, No Face, No Case.
What else?
2 Guns Up.
What else?
The 2 Gun Sugar Dugger.
What else?
The Young Wizard Kelly.
What else?
Yo, go Greek. I've been Greek.
What else?
Omeezy.
Oh, what?
Omeezy.
Let's go. Episode
Why are you
44.
not yelling Omeezy? Like, it's,
Episode
Well,
44.
for next time, when we have the guest and we're doing that,
Uh-huh.
feel free to chime in because I'm pretty sure you guys know it by
hold on.
now, right?
What you said? When did we tell you that?
Oh,
All right.
okay.
This nigga's stupid, y'all.
Alright.
Yo, you too
We
smart
need
to be stupid.
We need to put a
Okay?
card somewhere and say,
We gotta put up cards that say, yo, do the thing we do all the time. Yo,
Yeah.
breathe in, breathe out.
something like that word.
Niggas.
That's interesting. But for next time, Yeah. But the next time you see us do that, you can join in. It's cool.
But you're gonna do it from home. This your last time coming to
what you gonna do it for?
You feel me?
This nigga mean.
We'll
I swear to everything. You don't treat all our guests like this. I don't know what's
like
going on today.
other guests, like I fuck with y'all. Pull up. This one specific guest, like you just been getting on my nerves all week, yo. Like I hate this nigga.
How was your week, man? Speaking of, somebody bothering you all week.
Yo, my week was lit. My week was very productive. We shot a music video.
Right.
Yo, boom. Remember you told me to go use that phone booth in the video?
Yeah.
And I was like, no.
Yeah.
I was in the store the other day. It was a fat crackhead, ass hanging out, sitting in the phone booth, back against the phone. Doing whatever the fuck over there. And I'm just sitting here like, yo, it's 8 a.m.
Trying to hide in the shade.
Nigga tried to tell me to, yo, go pick up and touch that payphone for the aesthetic. The dot of leprosy. Is what you want? Nigga. Now the week was lit. Shot a video. Getting this Venture Mania shit together. Yo, Venture Mania August 17th. Yo, make sure y'all get y'all tickets, yo.
Right.
Hit the Instagram page at Venture Clan. Tickets in the bio. Eventbrite. Venture Mania 3. Go get your tickets. I ain't got no hookups for niggas. Don't hit me up talking about you want to get it free.
Just go on the site. It's a
dope event, man.
Hit up the link on the Instagram page. Get tickets.
It's the third one.
3 of them things.
Right.
Doing it big.
Lineup looking lit right now. But yeah, we had 3 shows this weekend.
Yeah, man.
It was lit. Our first show, man.
What happened?
Had us up and down. I'm gonna talk about the good points first, right? We pull up, the leaders of the new school there. They recognize us, show them mad love. My son, Cut Monitor Milo, pulls up. It's like, yo, check my hat. They got the Venture Clan hat on.
It was dope.
I've been wearing that shit every day. As a nigga who wear the hat every day, I know what the hat look like when you wear it every day. Like
nice.
Fire. We had a Public Enemies DJ, DJ Johnny Juice, DJ our set, and this is where it goes downhill.
Just want to start by saying this guy's legendary. He's a great guy. He's a great dude.
Word.
And he knows a ton of martial arts.
I want everybody to know, like, I say this with love, and for everybody that, has a craft and you good at, and you a legend in your shit, that's what's up. But legends...
You can't follow with butt after that. You just got to start talking about something else.
Legend could get their ass whipped.
Fucked up. Legends fucked up.
What happened?
Yo, bro, so he comes, mind you, we got Crazy K there. She gonna DJ the set. He's like, nah, I'll do it. All right, cool. Put the songs in the flash drive. Give it to this nigga, puts it on his computer. Yo, we performing. So like Blitz is on. This nigga's trying to when DJs do that shit where one song is playing, but then they have the beat from another song playing. He's never heard the set list before. He's never heard these songs. Niggas trying to blend Blitz with, what was the second song?
Favorite song?
Nah, that was later on. It was it West Side?
Nah, I think it was Donut. I think it was Blitz, Donut, West Side.
Yeah, he's trying to fuse 2 songs he's never heard before. Scratching. He's scratching so terribly that when he stops, the beat is skipping. So like wherever you was at rapping, you gotta take a second and then let the beat play to start rapping again on you off beat. Nigga playing the songs at the wrong tempo. We had to rap like 3 different songs in super slow motion. Like,
yo, mad annoying. For every artist out there, just imagine trying to perform your set and like the tempo to your songs are different. That's a whole different song you're performing. Like,
yeah, like imagine it's like the early 90s. Like you rap in New York and you go to Houston and they doing that chopped and screwed shit and it's your first time hearing it and you're like, yo, what the fuck is this? That's the feeling I had. Like that shit blew mine.
He just fucked up your whole set,
bro. Blending the songs.
He made a lot of mistakes.
He made a lot.
Why did he even mistakes? Feel like
he trying to stop DJing? He got to play the records. I turn around, this nigga on the phone. This nigga like trying to blend some shit. He tried to blend Harlem with 206. It's like, oh shit, it fucked up. It skipped. They're not even next to each other in the set list.
Not even next to each other. Now he's mixing the set list around and like he lets that next song play for so long. I'm like, oh, I might as well had perform this song, like right when it interrupted.
Nigga goes back to Harlem, is playing at the right speed. Nigga does the same stupid shit with favorite song. I had to turn around and be like, yo, like, are you slowing down the records? Because they not this slow. Nigga turns down some little level he had maxed out. Songs is playing normal now. I'm like, all right. Doing Venture Mania. This nigga's mixing. You don't gotta mix because it's mad beat drops in the songs. Like, you mixing over the beat drops, knocking the song off track. I don't even know how you could do that because our DJ doesn't knock the song off track when niggas do that shit. That shit was baffling to me. And this is what got me extra tight, is when the set was over, the nigga was like, yo, let me give y'all some advice. Yo, y'all gotta do more shit to like, you know, cater to the crowd. Mind you, there was no crowd at this show. Like, we bought the crowd. Like, there was no crowd. It was that nigga's daughter, the other people performing, somebody's mom, and the person that came with us.
Somebody's mom, deadass. Somebody's mom. The guy was
it the one where like they weren't any stage? It was just like people performing.
Nah, it was at El Cortez, bro.
No way.
Yeah.
Word.
That's a great spot too.
Yeah. It is. It
was just a nice summer Friday, and niggas was like, I ain't going to Williamsburg. Like,
yeah, understandable. It happens, man. It happens. They hit us up pretty last minute also.
Yeah, they hit us up like Thursday night to perform Friday.
So I wasn't expecting nothing crazy. I wasn't expecting that either. But like, I'm like, all right, cool. Like, I'm gonna rock this shit out anyway. As if I was gonna do it. I'm gonna watch some footage and critique, I guess. And then like that stuff was happening. And I was just thinking in my head, just like, yo, like, this isn't supposed to be this kind of show. Like, no one's here. It's supposed to be like we playing around, practicing shit. I'm trying like switching my hands with the mic and shit, and all kind of fucked up shit is going on. Like,
nigga said, let me give y'all some advice. Yo, you ever wanted to slap a nigga, bro? Like, y'all gotta do more for the crowd.
Crazy. My son has an undetermined belt in some sort of martial art that we don't know.
And nigga I Googled the nigga, bro. I told you I was going Yo, he one of them niggas that any subject you bring up, he do that shit.
Yo, for 5 years at least. So you know he's a professional. He always got the experience, bro.
Nigga like, yeah, I've been doing martial arts since I was 3. I'm 50.
So you know what that means.
What does that mean, Kobe Bryant? Nigga said... Well, he said he had his own martial art.
He had his own martial art.
He has his own martial art, right?
He made up one. Now, he won multiple championships nationwide.
You're a multiple national champion. You've been DJing with leaders of the new school, Native Tongues, and fucking Public Enemy for 20 years. When did you have time to win national championships? Nigga said, what's the core disciplines of your karate?
Oh, no, because he's saying that he had a style. I said, well, what are you practicing now? He said he's practicing something more like Tai Chi, where it's more subtle movements and more go with the flow and stuff. So I'm like, oh, okay, that's what's up. I'm like, yo, what's the core like foundation of that discipline? Like, he's boy. When you get it, like, you got to just go with the flow. Like, you go with the flow. Like, you know about silkworms? Yeah, so you got to grab a silkworm, right? And you pull, but you can't pull too hard because it'll snap the silk. But if you pull too soft, it won't come out. So that's what it's all about. It's like this. Like, you gotta hit the, like, because he kept doing that. Like, what? That's
nigga just kept hitting the wall, like, and tried to tell me it was a kata, like.
This is how it is, like, and this is what I do. Like, all my other jutsus are more power based. Like, I was, he did a little demonstration. He was, you do like that. You gonna hit me like this, and I'm gonna go like that. It's like,
I was there the whole time with a straight.
Oh, it's over after that. When you pull the silk, out on a nigga, I get the Spider-Man.
Nigga did a fisticuff.
Yo, like. That nigga was not ready for any biscuit buster out there.
Nigga said, put him on.
But yeah,
I was there the whole time with a straight face.
No, I walked away.
I
walked away.
I was taken in the.
I'm just looking like, yo, I'm Googling this.
I'm like,
just make sure this nigga not lying.
Nigga, any topic somebody brought up, yo, Oh, I've been doing that for like 5 years.
Yo, some
I
niggas at the bar.
hate those type of
It's
people.
a guy's like, yeah, man, my son just came back from the military. Yeah, yo, I was in the military, man, for 5 years, man. I was in the military. I was stationed out there in China.
You feel me? Paratrooping, okay? I was jumping off of shit with a parachute.
So a guy's like, yo, man, like, yo, who are you, man? Like, yo, every time you say something, you do it for 5 years, man. He was like, you do DJ, man. You do karate. You was in the Marines. Like, who are you, man? You're like a secret agent. Nigga bust out his silk food. Like, I was like, yo, like, wow.
Nigga did silk food. I'm fucking dead.
It's the secret art of silk thread. Like,
Don't ever come up to me talking about what the fuck the silkworm does, unless you on National Geographic. Like, fuck is wrong with you?
yo, shout out to that guy. Yo, shout out to DJ.
Yeah, nah. Shout out to leaders of the new school. I fuck with y'all.
Shout out to DJ, man. He's a
Word.
legend.
They
though,
fucking with the movement, man. They was like, yo, we need some merch, yo. Like, yo, let's do a song. Take my phone number. I'm like,
Oh, word?
Yeah. You can't come though. Yeah.
They're good guys, man. Great guys. It's just, it was an off night. It was an off
Nigga
night
said,
for
oh,
everybody,
word?
I guess. But more on that
Yeah.
side.
Saturday was lit though. We had 2 shows Saturday. They both was lit.
Mm-hmm.
There's some dope artists. Like,
Yeah.
well, in the dark party and all of that shit. Forgot to talk. That's how lit it was.
We was at the Bronx Art Space. That was cool. Shout out to
Oh,
Bronx
that
Art
was a
Space,
place without
Veteran
the
Entertainment.
stage.
Yeah, without the stage. Yeah, that was the
Some
place
of
without
that
the stage.
performance that it was looking
Interesting.
very interesting.
Yeah.
Which one?
The guy that you posted and he was just kind of like
I know you talking about the guy with the like visor upside
yeah,
down.
yeah.
My son had mad energy.
What was going on? What was going on over
that?
there?
That was the dude who was just freestyling for like 3
Oh,
4 minutes at a time. He was doing all of that off the top, so off this.
Word?
Yeah, word. He did it. He just dropped the beat. I mean, I guess he like planned to use those beats, but like as far as I could, it looked like he just was.
nah, those writtens.
You think so?
Yeah,
No
it
way.
gotta
The way
be.
that shit, he
He
took
had a
time
hook.
to write those. He had a hook. He did not take the time to write those.
did.
This is
No way. Now I'm not saying it like that, but no one writes like
With
that.
nah, he wrote like it was like a battle rap. He was like K-Shine, I zip him up. When the zip is up, I smoke weed, I lit the zip up.
Oh wow.
I'm on a zip line.
I thought he was freestyling.
That's what I was
how,
thinking. I'm like,
random
who the hell
sporadic
is this
the bars
nigga
were.
battling?
It was a
while
nigga
he's
in the
performing?
crowd like looking at me. He was like, yo, this nigga's not saying nothing. I'm like, yo, listen, I'm just here to have a good time, bro.
He was rapping.
I fucked with it. He
his
a
ass
lot of
off
energy.
for
He
a
was
minute.
doing great.
Yeah, he had one beat that was like bodega mixed with like the.
That's the shit he had the
Avengers.
hook on. That's what I was
That's,
like.
yeah, that's a fact. That one was definitely more of a song. But like that first shit he did, where he was just like sitting down in the chair, that he gradually put on his like visor upside down and started yelling. Like that shit, I thought was a freestyle. So I know how random and sporadic it was, but like the energy, I felt that shit. That's why I was just like, oh nah, that was a great performance. He did like 4 minutes just freestyling to that whole beat, like, which is I thought was impressive. So,
How was the crowd over there?
Nah, it was cool. It was cool. It was cool. It was cool. Intimate
crowd.
setting. I like
It
that
was a
spot
much-
because people
yeah.
always bring like one of their young ass kids.
Yeah.
You'd be like, damn, I want to curse. And they'd be like,
Yeah.
nah, it's cool. Curse in front of them.
That's why I like our catalog, because we got a nice little range. Because it's like, all right, cool. We get there with a plan, and then it's like, all right, we gauge the vibe and the feel and like what's going on. And then it's like, oh,
Nah, that
yeah,
spot
let's
looked like it was
change up
some
this song
renovation
right here.
going on. I'm like, what the hell are these
Oh, no,
guys
that was
doing in
art.
this place?
Nah, it was like some
in
art
the
exhibit
background.
going
Like in the
on.
back?
Yeah,
Oh,
that was
okay.
like
Like a clothesline? Like,
Yeah.
yeah, I didn't know what
it
that
was
was.
like
It was an art
sheets
exhibit.
with like art on it. Like I don't know if they use like paint and like bleach or what, but it was like little. I don't know. Kind of reminded me of like stars and constellations and shit. That we,
I mean,
like, you could see
it was
people.
definitely better than that other Bronx shit I went to the other day. Yo, don't invite me to places like that, bro.
What do you mean? Oh, you mean? Oh, chill. They good
where
people
my
too.
where
Where was
my
we at?
The Matrix Studios.
where my
Oh.
safety was at risk, bro.
Nah,
Your
you
safety
might have
was
had a
not
heat
at
stroke.
risk.
You might have had a heat stroke, but other
Now,
than
after
That spot was
them,
safe.
after them other niggas left, yeah.
I was safe the
Otherwise,
whole
what was it to
time.
do with the chains?
The
and
whole
shit?
crew that was there when we
Nigga,
got
we was
there.
with the host. You heard her yelling out 30s. We had the Crip overlords with us, bro. We was lit. It was no problem. And I was wearing red.
Always.
I don't want to be. I don't want to be no place where niggas is flagging and shit.
Yo,
Like,
listen,
I feel
man.
you,
Yo,
dog. You good?
safe,
man.
bro.
You definitely all right.
Jack
Alright,
Thriller had an
alright.
eye on everybody.
Yeah.
We know the owner. We know the host. Like, we was good, bro. It was just hot as fuck.
Niggas know I just sleep in the Bronx. I don't like going to no other shit in the Bronx.
I feel you. I don't blame you at all for
This
that.
nigga's intro is the 2-gun sugar digger. Nigga scared of niggas with no gun. That's stupid. When Rock scared of scissors.
I mean, I'm not scared of them. I'm scared of me because you don't know what I'm gonna do once I'm
No,
feeling
it
under
didn't sound
pressure.
like
Feel
that.
me?
It ain't sound like that. It ain't sound like
It was a
that.
good spin.
It ain't sound like
But
that.
the show was dope. The first show was all right. Like
Word.
we met a lot of good people at that show.
No word.
Second show was lit also.
That's what's up. So like 3 shows.
Word.
There's this one song that y'all played that like I haven't heard it. I can't wait to hear the full song. I don't know the title, but I kind of like scream. Well,
that we played.
yeah.
Shout out
show?
New Yorican because we was at New
Yeah,
Yorican at the
this shit.
glow party.
This shit.
All right, turn it off. They don't know the song. Like, stop leaking our shit. Like, we keep doing
that. Now that song is dope. I can't wait to hear
People
it.
was
Just
fucking with
from
that.
y'all performing, I was like, oh, boy, this is really nice.
Oh, you never heard that song?
Come to our
Nah.
shows, man. You get to hear
Is it
unreleased
new?
music.
Yeah, I feel
It's
like I played you that.
unreleased.
Okay, unreleased. Okay.
But-
Okay. So why would you ask me if I haven't heard that
Because
song yet?
unreleased is for them.
Yeah,
Like, I'm
doesn't
pretty sure you've heard that
technically
song.
mean you might have been in a car and it
In a
played,
car, right?
But a lot of stuff plays in the car. So
Right.
who
I
knows?
can't wait for that song.
But yeah, that was dope. They had like an art
Yeah, like a
slash
glow-in-the-dark
performance
party.
glow in the dark thing going on. I got a lot of
Live
compliments for my
paints.
shirt.
Oh,
So it was
glow in the
dope.
dark paint going on.
Okay.
Great set. Met a lot of cool
Word.
people. A lot
Yeah, I
of
meant
good
to
energy
ask you
and
that.
vibes.
That's it. I meant to ask you if y'all wanted some dick and paint this weekend. She was looking
Don't ever ask me if I want some dick and paint. What, nigga?
Sounds like an R. Kelly album.
dick and faint. Like,
That's what they call
and
those.
Donald's.
That's what they call those places now. It's not sipping
no.
paint anymore. It's
Yeah, we
dick
didn't
and
go
paint.
to a paint and sip. we didn't go to a dick and paint. We didn't go to none of that shit you talking about.
I definitely screenshot. I'm like,
We
damn, I
went
can't.
to a glow
I can't.
in
I
the
can't
dark-
wait. I can't wait to ask this nigga. Did want some dick and paint this weekend? This shit looks sus.
I can't wait to ask these niggas if they want some dick and paint. Pause, nigga. Don't ever ask a nigga if they want some dick and paint. Like, you didn't even say, yo, did y'all go to a dick and paint? Nigga said, do y'all want some dick and paint?
I said, did y'all
Nah,
yeah,
yeah,
go
he
to
did.
some
He
dick and
said,
paint?
yeah, I thought I went to some dick and
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you said, actually, if y'all want
Funny,
some
one
dick
of
and
my
paint.
What?
one of my man's little brother, whatever, he works at one of those sipping paint spots.
Mm-hmm.
And when he came through to shake my hands and shit, I'm like, yo, what you doing? What you doing over here? He's like, nah, I work next door. He's like, oh, I said, oh, you working at dick and paint? And niggas around him started laughing at him. I'm like, damn it, I felt bad.
Yeah. It'd be those awkward moments that really kill when you do those jokes like that. I know that for a fact.
Nigga outside, you embarrass that man at work. That's fucked
Wow,
up.
Dick and paint. Nah, dog. It was more like art and perform. Like
Okay.
Yeah, it was art and perform.
it was like glow in the dark too. So they was using like colors. Like one artist, she had like live body painting going on. Like it's just painting on people. Like
where,
See what I'm talking about?
yeah, one chick was in there, titties out.
yeah, she had her titties painted.
The other dude took his shirt off. Like there's a bunch of people half naked in there, just painted.
You're not helping the case right now.
Just saying, it was art. It was all art.
Don't say the nigga took his shirt off and it was half naked people.
See what I'm talking about?
Just should have stopped that titties. Like,
They thought I was bugging.
you should have stopped that. I wasn't at that part of the party. Like.
And nigga, it was shirtless niggas in there. The girls getting
what it was.
naked because shirtless niggas. Come on, man. Come on.
I
You
wasn't a part of the party. Nah.
There was a lot going on.
Yeah, Mark. Don't tell me more.
That's extra gay. You want to know more.
Yo, I'm dead. But shout out to everybody that do that.
Yeah, nah,
that
it was some
event.
lit
Shout
ass
out
performances there.
ORG Trouble.
My
New
son
Yorican.
Trey Young, and they got some heat.
Yeah, New Yorican just started doing
was
that.
dope.
Nah, my son, remember M4?
Mm-hmm.
He threw an event there called Body
I'm
of
used to
Arts.
I'm used to like going to New Yorican for like spoken word, like
Yeah, they do
performance.
they do open
on
mic.
Yeah,
Mondays
he
and
threw
shit
an,
like that.
he threw an event there, but like the turnout was good. I felt like it was supposed to be way more people, but like the blackout happened, so he was like mad. People was hitting him up, like, "Yo,
Oh,
like
yeah, the blackout
make
did
it.
happen.
I can't get uptown. Like I'm stuck. Like I ain't might just go home. I ain't even trying to be in that shit."
I had mad people coming to my spot simply because their lights went out. They had to transfer them from a hotel to a different hotel. Yeah, niggas had me working that night.
It's a blackout, not the blacks out.
All the blacks stay in the
I mean, the
house.
blacks were out too,
The
but
blacks are at work.
I'm
Nah, that was
surprised
lit.
they don't have like a backup generator to like kick in when shit like this
I'm
happens.
surprised we ain't see no blue Goku shit in the air since the Transformer was on fire.
I would be more worried about that.
Yeah. I'm saying for like each building to have backup generator.
Oh yeah, nah. Yo, sidebar, there's a group of people there performing yesterday. It's a chick named Fly Def, right?
Like that.
And I gotta break something to the war between the hot girl city girls and the city boys. Like
This is about to be great.
city boys, we are not winning the war. City/hot girls, y'all are not winning the war. there is a new team that has just arisen. Was brought to my attention.
What's going on?
Shorty was performing.
Uh-huh.
She said, "Yo, I feel like a thought." Then she was like, "Yeah, you know what time it's the summer, baby. City Dykes.
City Dykes.
No way.
Hot Dyke summer.
Hot Dykes summer.
The City Dykes is
The
here."
City Dykes have landed.
Y'all think we be making this shit up? I was there.
There was 3 of them.
The City Dykes. What do you mean City Bikes? You think a human's gonna come on stage and say City Bikes?
City Dykes. And they were lit too.
Yeah, City
their set
Dykes,
was
bro.
cool.
Word.
What?
Their
She
set
had
was
a
fucking
she had
dope.
some
All
lines about
sexual,
getting a
all
dick
sexual
sucked.
preference
Oh,
matter.
yeah. Keep the dick in the dresser.
Stay stiff. Stay
She
stiff
didn't say
like
that. She didn't say that.
Stay
On
stiff
everything.
like the dick in the dresser or the
Yeah.
or whatever they call the
What's that?
strap on.
Yeah.
I forgot. I think they got terms for it.
I'm hard. Keep the dick in the dresser.
Type shit.
That was
There was good energy,
That was
though.
at the sipping paint too.
Yeah. Yeah, it was the
City Dykes, man.
City Dykes.
City Dykes are out
They had
here.
they had the women with the angle front. They
Yes,
had
they
a lot
did.
of women.
Yes,
They had a
they
lot
did.
of
Yes, they did. Permanent platinum grills and
Word.
iced out, watches.
platinum girls, yo.
They had good energy and shit. City
Yikes.
Dykes.
Yikes.
It's a whole new competitor. Everybody get ready.
It's not a 3-way war. It's like Michael, Andy, and Dwight doing this. I don't know if y'all watched The Office, but it's this. It's a Mexican standoff.
Shit.
It's crazy. Yeah, but the City Dykes is like who do they give their points to?
City Dykes here to make sure
They
nobody
reap.
wins.
They're making sure we don't get points, and they're taking points from the city girls. Like,
Yeah, because they're also preying on the city girls. Like, so it's like the City Dykes are like,
yeah, it's like
Crashing
it's
that
like Coke
market.
and Pepsi. It's like, yo, you don't want a Pepsi, get a Coke,
yeah,
but we still getting money. Like, city girls with the money, we Coke, they're Pepsi. However that works, I don't know. I didn't take the Pepsi challenge. I don't know which was winning.
So I guess the city girls are getting
Yeah, they in third place.
They getting major loss because y'all getting fucked both ways.
Ooh, yeah. All right.
that was risky.
That was harsh.
DP, right?
We know who's not getting no puss this summer.
That City Dyke puss.
Ew.
Ew, I'm dead.
I don't want anyone no fucking City Dyke puss. I wish. What? What?
I don't even want to think about it. Let's
This
move
nigga
on.
said. When did we say that we saw what City Dyke puss look like? No.
Nah, they was at the sipping paint. I'm telling you, everything was there.
I don't know what's wrong with these guys.
Yeah.
But yeah, so everybody look out. There's a new challenger on the board. The City Dykes are here.
Word.
Pulled up like the androids. Like, nobody saw it coming.
Had the
but
heart
Trunks
virus. Broke the stage. They was getting lit in there.
Getting lit.
She was fire. It was a fire show. I ain't gonna front.
They were feeling like thoughts. Like,
Get me lit.
Huh?
it's a job.
Go to the jot. The D is silent.
It's in the dresser. The D is in the dresser.
Yo. Seize my heart.
Yo, nah, but they had a fucking OD fire set.
Nah, word,
they came out there
cool.
with
they lit. I fuck with
a
them.
great crowd.
I fuck with them.
Man, I thought we had left the Dykes in the first season, but
Nah,
I'm just letting y'all know, like, they're great
Season
people. Like,
4,
they,
we back at
they
it. Fun,
came
like-
back in the midlife crisis stronger than ever, united as a community, coming through with a whole city movement. They're competitors now. This shit is real.
shit.
Shit is real.
SDG.
If the girls are losing, I guess we're winning at the end of the day because we're not competing with the other side. So it's like,
Now we
though?
are, because we're both trying to get the women.
Yeah, it's like we're both fishing in the same pond. It's like, all right, like eventually it's
Somebody's gonna catch more fish.
Yeah.
I mean, the reason why I said that because
Those city dykes aren't boys. Like every
Nah,
point
look.
they get is one less
Marcus,
point that we.
the reason
can
why I
get.
said that because you still got niggas around that's like Dre, like you could still get fucked. So it's like at the end of the day, the points comes on our side.
Man, I don't know.
Nah, I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I don't know if
You should have just been like, yo, remember when Dre said? That analogy was terrible.
So you tried to say that Dre was like, yo, fuck the city dykes, like.
Think about it. If the city dykes are not, they
Oh, because you're saying like there's
onto
still guys who
only.
would still like fuck the dykes.
Yeah, you still got bucks out, young bucks out there. You still got.
I almost took that as disrespect.
I was like, yo, that's crazy. And then he called you young like you was a little nigga. A little nigga fucking died.
Almost.
Nigga.
But I heard he was messing with transgenders. Are transgenders technically dykes? Like they're two different names.
Nah, because I feel like dykes still say pause.
Yeah. Two separate things, right? Yeah. So I don't think that necessarily applies. I think Young Buck is out there. Fucking
What
with
if-
the transgenders.
what if-
the Q or the T of the LGBT
Bacon and tomatoes.
Q plus?
That means we're losing points because we're not gaining points.
They're
All right,
their
look, we're
own
gonna explain this
side.
to you, right? Look, there's a pond full of fish, right? Women are the fish. There's two boats. It's a city dyke boat and a city boys boat. Let me finish. We're trying to catch fish. There's 10 fish in the water. If they catch 8 fish, that means there's 2 fish left. If we catch 2 fish, that means they still got 8 fish. They have more fish than us. They have more points.
There's only a finite amount.
You get what I'm saying? That means it's less.
Girls,
Like when you cook food for you, the more people in your house means the less food you get to have.
Okay, I see what y'all saying.
yeah, you see it.
They ain't city boy. You got to work a little harder, man.
Yeah. So
What you doing for the efforts?
That
I am speaking on a topic, sharing my opinion.
Oh, you ain't in these streets. You ain't in the field.
I am not.
You ain't in the field.
I am not in those streets.
he raised his eyebrow a little bit. I don't know. if
Yeah,
that was
like I am not in these streets.
he was like,
I am not in these streets.
You know,
talking
like,
about
it was-
talking about the city dike streets. I am not
Oh,
in those streets.
nah, I was just talking about the city.
Yeah, get off the
boys.
dikes, yo.
We're on the city boys.
Every time I turn around, you on a dike.
Yo, get off my bike.
Yeah, man. But
Yo.
that was interesting. That was
Nah, shout out to the City Dykes woke. I didn't know y'all was in the game. That's
right?
crazy.
Right?
Like,
It's like coming out of the fog was a whole nother fucking boat over there.
yeah, like
Or you noticed the pond was much bigger and like there's a whole nother.
it's like
side.
imagine you think you're the strongest person in the world, and then you find out you're living on an island.
Mm.
City girl gets a dude, does him wrong. She gets a point.
Right,
That's the game. City boy gets a girl, does her wrong. He gets a point.
right.
How does city girl get points from the city dyke?
They can't.
Can you just repeat
That's why
the
I
question?
just
that-
told you.
Can you
Let's
repeat
talk
the
about
question that he
Can
just
they?
asked?
I want to know if they can, because like if they do,
Can you
essentially,
before you get to that? Can you repeat what he said
okay,
so that
so
the
he
people
said,
can hear it?
so he pretty much said the audience said that the city boys gets a point from doing a city girl wrong and vice versa. So how can a city girl get a point off a city dyke? That's the question that we're at right now. I'm saying,
I mean,
they
you can
I'm saying
because
they
women can play a dyke.
Yeah, word. Have a little Manny Fresh out there looking silly.
Like a woman like let the dyke eat her out and then be like, get out.
Yeah, or some shit like that.
You
Or have
feel
a
me?
dyke suck her toes and just be like, yo, that was it.
Yo, scram.
Or something like, I don't know. But it's possible. I think it's definitely possible. So it's a 3-way battle royale, you know. And to Omar's previous statement about like the guys who are willing to fuck the city dykes, like, yeah,
That's a W for us.
wow. Okay, you sound like one
You're
of
not
those
even
guys.
in the field. Don't say for us. That's disrespectful to the troops. Like, you know when niggas be in the Army Reserves be like, oh yeah, this is turmoil in the Middle East. Nigga, you
Go to
ain't
war.
been there, nigga.
You
You
know how
got
many
1
people
foot.
have killed? Yeah, but you was killing everybody. You was killing your teammates. The
Quick question.
civilians.
Quick question. You see how like most like rape cases is a guy raping a woman?
Where you going with this? Where you? No, where you going?
raping a woman?
Yo.
Does it work the same way as dykes on?
Women?
I would have to be.
Is it still a rape?
Because technically they didn't.
But
Are you asking if
Penetrate.
it's still a rape?
don't make fun of rape, man.
I'm not. I'm just,
Nah, you make it. Yeah, you wildin', bro.
you know, that's-
Yeah, you got mad topics.
Yeah,
Let's
like,
get
I'm-
into some of those. Like,
Nigga
I don't want to
bugging.
be in this conversation.
Yeah, that's what I'm like, yo, where you going?
I hate
with
it
this?
here because of you, Omeezy.
Yeah, like, yo, what's wrong with your boy?
let's just slam the door on this one.
Yeah.
Shout out to the city dykes.
Shout out to the city dykes, yo. Like, welcome.
I wish you good fortune in the coming wars. Like,
Word.
hot girls.
I don't even know how to
Step it up.
compete with that. Like,
I don't know, right? The angle they can approach, like, it's crazy.
I feel like, yo, dykes is
It's
cheat
like-
codes. They
it's
get
like
to be
if we're at-
mad
if
misogynist.
we're in
like-
the pond on a boat, it's like they can do like mermaid shit.
if
Like,
y'all
they
real
can get
troops,
in the water
if you guys
and
are
grab
real
the fish.
troops, y'all just gonna have to take the Dre approach and attack both.
I don't know what you're talking
why
about.
you keep
Stop.
bringing
You're
that
not in
up.
the field. That's the only thing you need
That's
to
what's making
understand.
me
Like,
I just
think
said
that
if y'all
shit-
real troops.
I don't know.
The city dykes because you opening the.
we shouldn't acknowledge them like they're not people.
I'm not saying that.
What are you saying?
Acknowledge them. We cannot acknowledge global warming and still be flooded in 2050. So
You
that's
feel
what
me?
I say to that.
Just because you don't pay attention to it don't mean it's not there.
Yeah, like, it's like lions.
The
on
door was
other-
already open. We just felt the draft. Like, oh
it's
shit.
like if somebody came from around the corner and was like, yo, lions are loose around the corner. We're like, shit, we over here. Like, when they get finished eating everybody over there, they're gonna hit the corner. Like, yeah, spin the block. Let's see if oh my god, the lions that they were talking about. It was true the whole time. Like,
you start singing mad songs from the
Hakuna
Lion King.
Matata, bro. Hakuna Matata, man. Everything the light touches. I'm totally down.
Simba? Is that you, player? Nah.
Enough for the dykes, man. What's going on? What's going on next, man? Marcus, how was your week?
And my week was good, man. We still on each
good.
other's week. I think we passed that. I thought we.
Nah,
Well, my
because I
week was
asked
good.
them. I didn't get to ask you. That's why.
Oh, I did pretty much similar.
The same
stuff.
thing. Oh, so y'all always together.
Nah, where'd you get that from?
I don't know why you-
We literally said we had 3 shows and we described the 3
Not
shows.
because I
we had.
asked him. He said we pretty much did the same thing. So
I
yeah, I
mean,
had
went
the
to
same
work
week. So yeah, I was always
did
together.
The show. Those are my highlights, but like,
What did you do this week?
I don't know.
I was with y'all.
I did laundry also.
Oh, so we always together.
I mean, I wouldn't say no. Because most of the time when I'm outside the crib,
I feel like Omar trying to come
I'm
out the
with y'all.
I
closet
don't
this
know.
summer.
He's
Like,
trying something new today.
it's called
Going
homosexuality.
Greek.
It's called homosexuality. Like, that's what he's trying today. Like.
Chill, Wanda's about to walk in.
Oh yeah, that's a fact.
Disrespecting Wanda. Like, stupid son.
just because I want to, just because I want to ride my horse back to the Old Town Road, I gotta be coming out the closet.
Nah.
Hey man, whatever.
Just because you thought
whatever
that
you wanna
song about
ride,
riding a horse was about
till
being
you
gay.
can't
Like,
no more. You ride it. You let it ride.
this nigga Omar was outside in a rainstorm the other day with slippers on.
Yeah, so he's tough.
All that Bronx water and dirt hitting his feet. Like,
That's nothing to riding a wild Bronco, right?
yeah, right?
Those stallions he was talking about.
Nigga still laughing.
Yo, when
You was riding a stallion?
I'm a regular Balboa.
when you went
Nigga's a
back,
stallion there.
yeah, when you went
Nigga
back
got
to
a
the
real
car,
chance at love.
You remember I told you I was going to the store?
Mm-hmm.
Right when I got next to the car, to the store, this lady that never has a key to my building. I don't know why. She's been living there forever.
Is it the black lady with the glasses?
Yeah, she gonna tell me to go open the door for her. I'm like, nah, let me buy something real. So like, nah, can you please let me in? I'm not finna walk all
She
the way
wanted
back
you to
let
leave out the store, whatever
Did
you
you
was doing.
Did you go let her in?
No, I went to
Oh.
get my stuff. I said I'll be back. I gotta get my stuff, whatever. By the time I got back, somebody else already had opened the door for her, and she
wild
started
with that.
looking at me sideways.
She's because she's like the president of like what be going on outside. She's in everybody's business.
Word.
That
Oh,
shit
don't be
crazy.
in my business, cause
Niggas is wild, bro.
Old ladies.
Oh man, so much shit.
what happened? What happened?
You guys heard some music news. See, Lil Wayne is on tour with Blink 182, and he was like, he's not used to performing to like small or growing crowds. Like he don't know how long he's gonna be on the tour, but like shout out Blink 182. Like this might be my last day. But shout out Blink 182.
What's a smaller growing crowd?
Hey, I don't get it.
I
What
don't
does
know.
that
Like he
even
was
mean?
like, yo, he was in the middle of his set. Nigga stopped. He was like, yo, like everybody, I'm sorry. Like I'm not used to performing in front of like small crowd. Like this thing's still filling up with people. Like I don't know how long I'm gonna be here on this tour, but shout out to Blink 182. Man.
Oh, 'cause
Like,
he-
this might be my last.
Oh, because he's
'cause he
like
opening.
Yeah, I don't know if he's
Oh.
opening or not.
Nah, he is
I think
opening
he's just
for them.
like if he is
Yeah,
opening.
so I
then,
think like when he's performing, people still getting there.
yeah,
So he like, oh
he
yeah.
like, oh yeah, like I don't think I signed up for what I thought I did.
Why would they do that to Wayne? They should just let the DJ rock a little bit till the place is packed before they bring him out.
It's Blink 182. How many people coming up with Blink 182 in 2019? Like
I'm sure they got fans. They got old fans.
I bet Blink 182 is like, yo, let's put Wayne on the bill so like niggas come out. Like Wayne's like, yo,
Like he
nobody's here
he
yet.
snapped back into it though. He was just like, yeah, he's gonna continue the tour and everything.
Oh man, but
Yeah.
I thought that was interesting. It's interesting. Yeah.
I got some shit that I want to bring to your attention.
It's about to be some.
I hope
other
it's
shit.
nothing crazy.
It's
man.
about to be some other shit.
Nah, this shit crazy. Apparently niggas is sucking dick to keep from claiming kids.
All right, yo. So
Tax season isn't even
Nah.
like,
So like
on anymore.
apparently these girls are getting pregnant and they wind up getting a DNA test. So you know how they be swabbing niggas' tongue?
yo.
You-
nigga said, yo, you get it?
Yo.
I don't want to talk to this nigga no more. Yo.
Okay.
Nah, he know where it's going. That's why he just say, hey yo.
Hey, yo, that's wild.
So apparently
That's like pretty much that episode of South Park.
Nah, I got it. I fully understood. I just didn't want to like.
Omar's fucking gross. That was a gross ass story. Like, those are probably the same niggas trying to fuck the city dice. Like,
I want y'all to think about this, right?
I read up and I'm like, really?
You found out about that story this past week?
Yeah.
All right, cool. I want everybody watching this and in the room that's not Omar, right? I want y'all to sit down and actively think about all the news and information you've seen or digested this week. And ask yourself, how the fuck did he find some shit about niggas sucking dicks to get out of fucking, DNA testing?
It was on Facebook and I was just scrolling down Facebook and I seen that shit just like, yo, what the fuck?
what was the headline for that?
What I just read. It says, who's sucking dick to keep from claiming kids?
Wow. Question mark?
I can't even go into the topic I wanted to go into after
I
that.
don't even know what
Like, I don't even know what to follow
If
that
you're going
topic.
to that extreme of length to like not claim a child, just raise the child. It can't be worse.
That's what I was thinking.
than
The
that.
fuck?
Just sign away your rights, like something.
Adoption, talk about it. Have a conversation. Don't suck a dick. I can never see where that's a good idea.
Like you can't go to like child support court and be like, yo, this judge is sucking mad dick.
no, you are the judge. I heard about you.
Like, yo, bro, like if they got the DNA test, you just suck mad dick, bro.
Don't go to jail. Like,
Who do you? I don't want that. I don't want answers to any of the questions. Like, who do you go to and be like, yo, I'm not trying to claim this kid. Let me suck your
Nah.
dick. Like,
It just hit me. I'm like, niggas is really doing this shit?
You
Just
gotta
to,
already like be gay.
That
and
is-
know
that is-
somebody.
you gotta already
Crazy.
be gay.
Yeah, you gotta already be.
Because just
dick.
sucking a dick to the point somebody's ejaculating in your mouth.
Not only that, you gotta swish and swash, maybe even hold.
So you sucking dick right before you get there. You got up early and suck dick in your schedule. Like,
oh god, it's one of the first things you did.
niggas don't put eat breakfast at home in their schedule before work, but you put suck a dick before I
suck
go
a dick,
outside.
avoid a kid. Like, ay. Wow.
That was one.
Yeah, that.
Thanks.
Yeah, you kind of just ruined like. What do we talk about after that?
I don't know. I'm gonna bring it back to music. Yes, you guys see that Jaden Smith said he's retiring. Like he's about to switch professions, become an inventor.
Inventor?
He aims to be like Elon Musk.
I
His friend.
Why
Yeah, he just dropped a great project. I don't know why he would do that.
He could
right
do
now.
both, but if that's his
He
choice
said he
to
feels
move
like
on
he's
from it,
way better at being an inventor than he is at doing music. So he's gonna.
that's the marketing plan because he's really good at doing music. So like, yo, wait till y'all see this shit right here.
Yeah. I mean, he's been doing some pretty cool stuff. So
Yeah, I fuck with his like mobile water truck shit.
yeah, and he also got that like free food, vegan food for like homeless and others.
so he just kind of like following the. I mean, he's not the first to do it anyway, so I understand if they want to move on and do other things.
That kid's he's going to places.
Yeah, he's very smart. Very, hey, if that's what works for you, hey, people still gonna enjoy your music.
Nah, he just that last project he dropped was fuego.
Nah, that shit was hard.
And like all the videos is like kind of like one
So
video.
he
on
wants
a
to
loop,
start doing
broken up into pieces.
shit like Kim Millionaire's doing.
I don't know. He's probably going to be working on like.
Yo, my mic just went off.
Yeah, don't worry, it's still recording.
He's probably going to be like on some shit where he's like, I don't know, coming up with like more like water filtration systems and like trying to implement his like food truck shit on a bigger scale. Who knows what other endeavors? But shout out to him. I could support that. Good shit happening around the world, and I support it. But you and of course, my last little bit of music news is Jermaine Dupri talking about all female.
Why you say his
rappers.
name like that?
What is it? Not Dupri.
Nigga said Jermaine Dupri.
Jermaine Dupri talking about like all these female rappers is talking about is stripping and being in the club. None of them is really rappers like the Brat. What do you guys feel about that? You think Meg Thee Stallion ain't dropping bars? You don't think Cardi B is killing it with like?
Nah, I get what he was saying as far as like this is also like an instance of you don't have to talk. Like when we was talking about the A$AP Rocky shit. Like you don't have to talk. Like, but yeah, like I get what you're saying was like, yeah, everybody has the same story of like being a stripper and rapping. Nobody's trying to be the best rapper. Like nobody's like mentioning being the best rapper or some shit. Like
Or some I'm the best female in the game.
yeah. So I was like, all right. But like I don't really.
You don't care? You don't care about females in music?
No, I don't really care about like Jermaine Dupri's opinion on like other people. Like,
I mean, like, no, he's a legend. He has his own.
yeah, but like
credits and
you could tell
credentials.
he don't listen to like
You could tell
female
because
rappers because like
none of
that
his points made sense.
Yeah, because there's mad female rappers that aren't
Yeah, definitely.
rapping about that. Like,
I guess. I mean, y'all saw that other post that he posted not too long ago
like his
about
little contest. He trying to do
starting
now?
his own show.
Nah.
I guess
He's gonna invest
somewhat-
money in like the dopest like female rappers. So like female rappers get on the show and like something.
See, look, there you go. If I don't think any female rappers being good, I'm about to build one. Like,
he definitely did that
Yeah,
on
he's doing
purpose.
something.
I
Either
think
that or he
I think
just trying to
trying
like
get some money.
right.
Where it's like, all right, let me call female rappers whack and like make my own
and
female.
make them
it-
want to prove me wrong. Like,
Yeah.
it's classic
Just
psychology
make my
right
own
there.
female making the band.
I seen that in Kingsman.
And when I saw this shit about him being a gatekeeper, I don't think he's such a
Maybe in the
gatekeeper
90s, yeah.
anymore. Yeah, this
In the
is
early 2000s, probably.
nowadays. People are already saying you barely need a label to
There's
make
ways
it.
to hop over
What
the
makes you
gate with
What
the
makes you
internet
think?
now, like.
What makes you think you that hot shit in Atlanta like to go to?
Nah, Jermaine Dupri's definitely a legend, but
Yeah,
like
like
yeah,
you
but
come with
he
Jermaine
doesn't-
Dupri as a cosign, and like that's a really good cosign.
yeah, like I don't think you need Jermaine Dupri.
You really
to
think
tell
he's,
you
you
like
really
you
think he's still a
fired.
gatekeeper down south? He doesn't even have any artists out.
Nigga, ain't no gates down south.
That's what I'm saying. Like everybody down south supports each other. Like if anybody's a gatekeeper down south, like E40 is like holding the gates down south.
E40's not from down south.
Where's he from?
Oakland.
Oh, ooh. I don't know why I always thought he was a Southern rapper. I'm thinking about.
That's why he's always at the like Warrior games.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense. Definitely. I always thought E40 was definitely from the South.
I was gonna say he doesn't
But
even.
he's also a gatekeeper wherever he's at, nigga. Like E40 holds weight. That's pretty much what I was saying. Like he holds weight. If anybody's a gatekeeper, like it's him. Or like,
How many gatekeeper do you know that's still DJing? Exactly.
You said name a gatekeeper that's still DJing.
That's DJing. Exactly.
yeah, that's what I said. I said there's many ways to get around the gate.
Because
especially with the internet.
gatekeepers don't have enough time to be fucking DJing.
What's
They
your
got
definition of gatekeeper?
other shit going on. People that could make something happen for an artist from their town. Like you can't get popping out of that city without being cool with such and such person, or without being attached to such and such person.
Or like a cosign.
Yeah, like a cosign from it, or be part of his label or something. Like QC, the fucking what's his other name? Those two guys are like, you could say they're like gatekeepers of what's going on in Atlanta. Because if
Not
you
really.
shitting on what happened,
You don't gotta fuck with them to get on in Atlanta.
you kind of do. We kind of do, because they kind of like Gucci downtown. I'm down south.
You don't gotta fuck with Gucci Man to get on in Atlanta.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, if you do something wrong, if you talking shit about Gucci, I'm pretty sure your career is not gonna go as far, because everybody that's
Because
on
you're gonna
right
be
now,
dead.
everybody that's on right now, somewhat was influenced or somewhat involved in Gucci's circle, just like the Migos, just like
I think you're mixing like two different points.
Okay, what
'Cause it's
you
like-
think I'm mentioning?
It's like dissing Gucci because like everybody else like has a relationship with Gucci Man. I don't think that's gonna like stop your career. Like you might not get features with certain niggas you might want to, but like I don't think that's gonna stop your career.
You think so?
Yeah, like see, like I think like you like I don't even know who else to name. Like I think like if you like in New York and you like, nah man, yo fuck Jay-Z, like then it's gonna be like, all right, well like he's like has business dealings with like a lot of like places in the city and like Rock Nation and shit like that, where that'll put like a
Yeah, I mean that's all based on his, not just the business, but also based on his relationship with people that are on top right now.
yeah. I would think about it this way, like Young Money, Cash Money tried to blackball Kevin Gates. Kevin Gates doesn't fuck with none of them niggas. He still went platinum with no features.
But at the same time,
But those can be considered the gatekeepers in New Orleans.
There's a bunch of rappers that's making money without being upfront in the hip hop scene and stuff.
Nigga, Kevin Gates
And-
was on the radio. He was blowing up. Then he went to jail for kicking that girl in the face.
Yeah, but like, how many hip hop shows do you watch, or how many hip hop interviews do you watch and stuff, and they're talking about Kevin Gates?
So is the success based on niggas talking about you on the radio?
Not even that. Look, rappers could be making $100 million a year, but if they're not being talked about on hip hop platforms, they feel like there's gatekeepers that's keeping them from
being that, like
being that.
mainstream
Because you could
successful.
get all that money, but you want that what you call it? You want to be recognized by these particular people to feel like I'm on. Sometimes people could be not making any money, but the fact that you're being recognized in these platforms, okay, I got something going on.
So do you think that's what's happening with Wale?
With Wale? Wale is being no. I don't think,
Because the music industry is really trying hard to not have Wale succeed.
I don't
But he's going to succeed.
I just think
But, like-
I just think with Wale, the type of music Wale makes,
But I don't think
I don't
like,
think the young
not
people
fucking
are,
with Gucci Man is gonna like make you not blow up in Atlanta.
you think so?
Yeah, but also there's no reason to not fuck with him. You get what I'm saying? Because he shows love to everybody, it's no reason like you coming up in Atlanta to be like, nah, fuck Gucci Man. Like,
Y'all
I
niggas
think not
that
fucking
other
with.
dude that tested.
you get what I'm saying? Because
I
it's
think like
people
not
be
fuck,
out
not
he
fucking
fucks
with
with
Gucci.
everybody, so you don't have a reason to not fuck with him.
Yeah, dude. If I don't fuck with Gucci Man, I get some clout. If I diss him, niggas gonna be like, "Who's that dude dissing Gucci
That's
Man?"
true. Yeah, and I don't think that's gonna stop. The only thing that might stop is you doing shows in Atlanta because everybody got a gun. And he's a street nigga, and it's like, yo, yeah, we about to.
And he's murdered and got away with
And
it.
all the nearby cities that you're gonna
self-defense.
want to perform at, it's gonna affect you as well.
But you got the internet. You don't really gotta.
my whole point is it's not about being popping on the internet. It's about being who doesn't want to be recognized in this city.
You gonna be recognized in your city, but you don't want to be recognized in your city if you beefing with the nigga that's killing everybody.
Yeah, but my whole thing is it's like it's still gonna hurt you some other way.
See, now as a gatekeeper, I could see if you said like DJ Khaled. That's why you don't hear from Ace Hood. Because Khaled has all of these relationships with niggas in the industry, so nobody's gonna fuck with Ace Hood because they fuck with Khaled.
At the same time,
I don't think beefing with Gucci is gonna make
as far as the internet being there. The internet is there. You won't hear shit from Ace Hood.
Ace Hood has songs out?
Yeah, but
that's because Khaled is a gatekeeper because he has those relationships. I don't think Gucci
that's
Man.
What I'm saying. Gucci Man that's has those relationship as well.
Gucci Man does not have the same level of relationships and context as DJ Khaled.
As far as upcoming
he's
rappers,
a Southern legend, but like you not fucking with Gucci Man is not gonna make the entire music industry not fuck with you. Most trap hardcore rappers rap like Ace Hood.
I guess
Ace Hood was on fucking fire and then the nigga just disappeared. He's still putting out music the same quality as his other music. But Khaled don't fuck with him for whatever reason. Nobody fucks with this nigga. Nobody even mentions this nigga. Nobody even goes in interviews with Khaled and be like, yo, what happened to Ace Hood? They don't even ask about that other nigga, the Kent Jones nigga. What happened to him? Remember?
No.
Exactly.
Now I really think Gucci can have that same effect as Khaled does.
I feel like Khaled has more political connects.
I feel like Gucci has like,
Gucci has influence on the South where it's like, as an artist who fucks with Gucci Man and looks up to Gucci Man, I'm not fucking with you because you don't fuck with him. Khaled has political connects and business dealings with all the people you need.
You need to do what exactly?
You would want to be at a level of
to be like in the music industry.
Yeah, but
so it's like if me and you are doing business for like millions of dollars. Oh yeah,
I'm not saying Gucci Man has the same amount of connect that Khaled does. Just like DJ Khaled doesn't have the same connect as Jay-Z would. I'm just saying each one of them can affect you in a certain way as far as how you move around this industry. That's why they all could be looked at as gatekeepers.
Well, it
depends on their level.
Mad people have had beef with Gucci Man, and that hasn't like really stopped nobody's career to have beef with him.
People with mad people that
like had beef with Gucci?
Who would you say?
Jeezy had beef with Gucci. I mean, that didn't stop nothing.
Talking about Jeezy. Jeezy himself is like, come on, I'm talking about like upcoming rappers.
But like these are niggas that's like
somebody like Ace Hood does not
think
hold
about it this
weight.
way. With E40, you can't diss E40 and think you're going to Oakland.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean you can't have a music career. That just means you're not going to Oakland.
Now, I'm just saying, like, you see somebody like Ace Hood does not, you can't compare fucking Ace Hood with Jeezy. Come on, he does not hold any type of weight compared to
that's the
Jeezy.
point I'm making is like, we talking about like, if you up and coming, right? And you live in Oakland, you're not going to diss E40 because you're getting ran down on. Biggie told niggas E40 was whack. They had Biggie in a limo tied up.
And if you live by Gucci, you're not going to diss Gucci and get away with it unless you're somebody like Jeezy.
But me living in New York and dissing E40, that's not going to stop my music career. You get what I'm saying? That's not going to stop my music career. That's going to stop me from going to Oakland or that area of California because I don't know where this nigga is at.
But look, when I first started the discussion, I said people being from down there, your hometown. I specifically said that. So you saying something about E40 being in New York, it's obviously not going to affect you.
If you're in Atlanta and you diss Gucci, I don't think that's going to hinder your music career.
That's
going to hinder your life.
Why would you say that? Well, if it's going to hinder your life, it might as well hinder your music career as well.
Nah,
if you think about it, that's taking an extreme point of, at that point, I wouldn't even care if my music pops anymore. Now
how do you get your music?
My life
as an artist, how do you get your music to blow up?
To blow up?
If you're trying to be an artist, what's your plan?
I mean, right now, you don't really need any label, anything. You just put it on the internet.
What's your plan?
What do you mean?
What are you going to do? You're going to do shows? You're going to put songs out, etc.
Put songs out. Yeah, the regular.
So you in Atlanta, you put a song out, it blows up. At this time, you got beef with Gucci Man. I don't think Young Jock's radio show is about to not play your song because you got beef with Gucci Man.
Yeah, I think they would not play your song.
See, the only time shit like that's gonna happen with somebody like that is if that nigga comes to the radio show. If y'all play this nigga shit again, we're gonna have a problem. Think about it this way. Gucci and Jeezy was beefing. Gucci was making records talking about killing Jeezy's man. Jeezy's connected to BMF. They didn't stop playing Gucci Man songs in Atlanta.
But you keep bringing back.
Well, what
Jeezy.
I'm saying is the same instance of the only way it's gonna stop you is if a nigga comes and intimidates people to not fuck with you. Jeezy didn't go to anybody and say, "Yo, don't play this nigga shit."
You're saying if somebody has beef with a Gucci and they go to a radio station that fucks with Gucci, and you telling me Gucci does not have much influence for
you
them to
fucking
stop.
with me? Jim Jones fucks with Hot 90. Who fucks with Hot 97?
Look, you just said if somebody fuck with Gucci, you're risking your life of fucking dying. So if that's the case, if I know you're beefing with somebody that's willing to kill you, and I'm supporting whatever you're doing, whatever music, and you're dissing Gucci in your music.
You remember like 5 minutes ago when I said Khaled has political connects?
Yeah.
I don't think Gucci Man has political connects.
Mm-hmm.
Like Young Jock has a radio show at a station. Mm-hmm. He does not own that station.
But it doesn't. You don't need.
Let me finish.
You don't need political connects.
If he plays that song at that station, and somebody be like, "Why are you playing a song where somebody's dissing me?" That don't got nothing to do with me. The song is hot. We play that song at this station. Mm-hmm. Me fucking with you is not stopping me from playing that song. Mm-hmm. Look at New York radio. How many niggas in New York have beefed over the years? They played Piggy Bank on the radio. Everybody at Hot 97.
I'm gonna give you another great example.
Wait, listen. Everybody at Hot 97 fucks with Fat Joe, The Lox, Ja Rule, all of these niggas. 50 came out. They played Piggy Bank on the radio. They have connections with all of these niggas. Now, somebody went up to Flex and was like, "Now you play that shit again, we got a problem." Now it's up to Flex to be like, "Yo, you right, we cool." I'm not gonna play that shit. But if the song is hot, niggas gonna play the shit. The same way 6ix9ine been snitching and they was playing that nigga's songs for a month after he was snitching until he finally died out because it's the internet era and everybody moved on to the next thing.
Somebody like Funk Flex. Funk Flex took that risk as far as playing 50 music without hesitating and everything.
Everybody played 50's music.
No.
Who didn't play his music?
DJ Envy. He specifically said he didn't want to get in between that because fucking Fat Joe was throwing niggas off the roof. That's what I'm saying. It comes.
Now you remember when I said.
Let me give another example.
You remember when I said they only not gonna play Gucci shit if Gucci goes there and be like, "Yo."
Oh no!
Do
The thing is, Fat Joe didn't even go there.
Envy be in the clubs. It's easy as fuck to run up on Envy. Through Envy's own stories, Envy's not with the shits. Envy's a nigga who's been around niggas with the shits. Envy went on a speech about there needs to be gun control because niggas chased him up a highway and was shooting at him. And in his story, he said, "When I got away, I called my niggas." If niggas is chasing you up the fucking U.S. highway, shooting at your fucking Maserati, and you called your niggas, what your niggas about to do? The same reason if you get jumped, you call your older brother, right? Why do you call your older brother? Because you're escalating the situation to respond to something.
Yeah.
Don't say we don't need guns and you called all the niggas with guns. Of course, Envy's not going to jump in the way. But at the same time, when DJ Self had an issue with Nicki Minaj, Envy was like, "Yeah, we're boycotting Nicki Minaj." But that nigga does not have got the standpoint to his shit flip-flops based on who the threat is. Like,
the reason why Envy didn't jump because he already know what Fat Joe is about, what he's capable of, what he has done in the past. And as an artist nowadays, I feel like you'll have the same fear with Gucci Man.
You only have fear if you're afraid of somebody, right?
Yeah, I know that. And there's another person that held as much weight as I want to say Gucci Man in the past.
Named.
And they were able to affect somebody's career without even being in the same city as them.
Named.
That was on fucking Birdman and Gilly the Kid. When Gilly the Kid was beefing with Wayne.
Do tell.
Lil Wayne was also the hottest rapper on the planet.
That has nothing to do with at the same time.
That has a lot to do with your career not jumping off.
Look. At the same time, Birdman effect was able to affect Gilly the Kid's career. They were not even in the same town.
What did Birdman do to affect Gilly the Kid's career?
Niggas will not play Gilly the Kid songs on the radio.
Which radio?
New York's radio, the radio down south. Gilly the Kid said it himself. And you know why he said it?
Let me ask you a question.
It wasn't even political connects. It was like street connects.
Okay,
And
let me
the
ask you a
person that you
question.
mentioned,
Can you name
DJ
5 Gilly the Kid songs?
Can I name 5 Gilly the Kid songs?
Yeah.
I didn't come up with Gilly the Kid, but that's
Not. Look, can you name 5? Can anybody here name 5 Gilly the Kid songs?
But I remember a time when Gilly the Kid was popping. Gilly the Kid was popping in Philly at some point.
He's from Philly,
and it was popping. He was popping to a point where when you said Lil Wayne was hot at that moment, Birdman wanted to sign Gilly the Kid. Now, why would you want to sign somebody if they ain't about nothing? Why you got an artist like Lil Wayne up there?
You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Signing somebody because they're hot in their city, that's completely different than being Lil Wayne. So, not taking away nothing from Gilly, in New York City, find me somebody who knows 5 Gilly the Kid songs from the years 2000 to 2010. That was like, nah, this shit was fire. I know the words if I play it right now. Now, we know Gilly was ghostwriting for Wayne, allegedly, or whatever the fuck that was. Cool. Like, outside of that, if Gilly was blowing up in Philly, I've heard Meek Mill songs on the radio when he was blowing up in Philly before anything. He had business with Cash Money. So if that business went sour, then that's a situation where, oh, we not really fucking with Gilly. At the same time, it's like, if niggas wasn't like fucking with Meek Mill no more, niggas still knew those Meek Mill songs. I don't recall them ever playing Gilly the Kid records anywhere but Philly.
Simply because you can't name any Gilly song.
Call anybody in New York City that
does not
names
know
5
anybody
Gilly songs.
out there. Okay, I could name.
A wild assumption.
That's a lot of assumption that you're making.
Podcast, so probably a lot of people listening to his music.
No, a lot of people watch his podcast because he started making internet videos where he said shit and then he built a brand for himself. Most people.
That's what I'm saying. They probably went back.
Yeah,
check it out.
You're making all these assumptions. I'm saying this based on.
They didn't.
Look, I'm saying this based on these people on word. This is not something that I'm just saying because these people said it himself. DJ Envy said it himself. Gilly the Kid said it himself.
All right, let me ask you a question, right?
Exactly?
Yes.
Because you say something yourself means
look,
it is a fact.
Look, and Gilly the Kid, he even had called what's that fat nigga that always hang out with Fabulous? That ugly
Fabuloso?
nigga. I'm talking about. He even called them
because you say
to confirm-
something
to
yourself,
confirm the
that means
story.
it's a fact.
That's why I'm backing it up, boy. He even called.
But if all right, look, if you're trying to prove a point, you're gonna call your mans, right? Because it's 3 sides. It's your side, my side, and the truth, which is usually a mix of both, right? If you talk to Nick, I don't like talking about these niggas, like, but if you talk to certain niggas that used to be around that's not around, the reason they're not around is gonna be different than the actual reason that they're not around. And the people that they told during that time is gonna corroborate that story as to why they're not around. That doesn't necessarily make that the truth as to why it's not around.
The reason why I take the word for it because it doesn't benefit them.
That doesn't mean it's a lie.
It doesn't benefit
But
them.
that doesn't
in any
mean
other
that
way.
it's a lie. That means that that's their perception of the situation. But because of that's how you perceive the situation does not mean that's necessarily what happened.
But look. So you want me to take your word based on something assumption that you're making, but but you won't take my word based on something that I heard from the source himself. Which one would you?
You would
trust
have to
more?
hear both sides of the story because
Which one would you?
somebody leaves their job and they like, why'd you leave your job? Nah, they was doing mad fuck shit. You ask the job, yo, this nigga was never on time. We fired him. Did you leave or did you get fired? Is the reason you came late because they was doing fuck shit? You would have to hear both sides of the story.
The side of the story that I'm sharing, there's no fucking reason for him to lie about it.
I didn't say he's
It was
lying. I
obvious
said
that
it's
he came up-
perception.
It was obvious that
There's a difference between a lie and perception. I'm saying
But
you would
there's
have to
no-
hear
but
both
there's no-
sides of the story.
there's no two side of the story.
It is
at this
because
point.
if it's a problem with Gilly and Birdman, that's 2 people involved. That's now 2 sides of the story. If there's DJ Envy deciding not to play shit because of Fat Joe's shit, that's 2 sides of the story. Because Fat Joe could be like Envy, like I would have never did nothing to you if you played the record. Nah, I just wanted to be sure. That's 2 sides of the story. Like one, why would you think I would do something to you based on how I interact with other people? If it's a situation involving more than one person, there's always 2 sides of a story.
Okay.
As a nigga who drives a car,
Okay.
and somebody cuts you off,
Okay.
and you like, yo, this nigga just cut me off, and that other
Let me-
car,
let
they
me
like,
give
yo,
you-
this nigga can't
let me-
drive.
Let me give you another side of the story. Gilly himself.
That's still the same side of the story.
No, Gilly himself said during that time, he even called DJ Khaled, like, why you not playing my song? Why you not playing this? And DJ Khaled straight up told him, like, I fuck with Birdman. I got business with Birdman. So I can't play your stuff on the radio.
20 minutes ago when I said Khaled has political connects, that's shit that could stop. He has business with Birdman. He was also signed to Cash Money.
That's what I'm saying. If Birdman was
With
able to
the initial conversation of Gucci Mane, nobody signed to Gucci Mane.
So you just
Gucci
can't-
Mane does not have money
so-
invested in the radio.
So you just can't accept the fact that if Birdman had an influence on people to not.
The
get
point you
somebody
just brought
popular.
up was Khaled said, I have business with Birdman. DJ Khaled was signed to Cash Money Records. Gilly the Kid used to be with Cash Money Records and had a fallout with Cash Money Records. If I'm signed to Cash Money Records, I can't do work with you because these are the niggas that are paying me money. If somebody gets banned from the hotel you work at, are you gonna rent them a room?
If somebody what?
If the hotel you work at said this nigga here is banned from the hotel, and they walk in there, are you gonna rent them a room?
No.
And you fuck with them, you gonna rent them a room?
No.
Why? Because you're in business with the hotel.
Now, you could be in business with somebody.
You can't be signed to somebody who pays your one. We don't know the details of Khaled's shit. Rick Ross made a whole diss track talking about you did Khaled wrong.
Look, Av, this is your thing.
No, that's not. But look,
hold on.
the point you just said.
Av,
The point you just said.
Give me a second.
No, how you gonna cut me off and say give me a second?
Go ahead.
If you're saying Khaled said, Gilly, I'm not playing your shit because I have business with Birdman, right? They're doing business together. The envy situation, that can be a valid thing because they're not in business together. That's on some, I'm strictly scared because you're doing street shit. If we're doing business together, I can't fuck with you because we're doing business together. The same way Pusha T runs around like, yo, it's good music. All that other shit y'all talking about, it's good music. At the end of the day, you have a problem with somebody at Good Music. I'm the president of Good Music. I have to ride for Good Music. I don't know. He doesn't agree with everything Kanye West does, but his stance is this is good music. I'm signed here. If you're telling me Khaled said, I can't work with you because the nigga you have problems with, I'm doing business with, that's a valid point. That goes back to my shit where it was like Khaled would be a person that would be a gatekeeper because he has political connects. He's doing business with niggas. Money eliminates all of that we're cool shit.
So you don't think Gucci Mane is doing business with people that run shit?
As I said earlier, Gucci Mane is more so on street shit. Where it's like, okay, if I'm at the radio station, I might not play your shit because I'm scared you're going to do something to me. Or I might think, this nigga not going to do nothing to me. It's just a song. Then you got to get pressed to find out the stance on that. If he's doing business, if Gucci Mane is doing business with somebody, and it's like, oh yeah, I can't fuck with you. Like, I'm not going to say Gucci Mane's a bitch ass nigga, then call OJ the Juice Man for a feature. And he going to be like, nah, I do business with Gucci. You're bugging. That makes sense. Y'all doing business.
Okay,
Like,
so somewhere... So down south right now,
there has to be some business or it's going to be street shit. If
so
it's like
but
at
look,
a radio
with Gucci,
station, that's
with
it.
With Gucci is both street shit and business as well. The people that signed the Migos started out with Gucci, and they was Gucci's partners when they was signing artists. Now who's the number one?
And then he went to jail and he said, yo, P, take the Migos.
Yes.
Am I gonna contact the Migos for a feature?
My thing is a relationship. At the end of the day, relationship can affect somebody being a gatekeeper as much as
and that's
as much
only
as
gonna
the
stop
business.
me from getting features with niggas who have that close relationship with Gucci. Like I could be cool with a nigga and that's not my man's. Like obviously I'm not gonna go to P and Coach K after dissing Gucci because that's gonna look crazy. Like nah, this is my nigga inside of music and in the streets.
Oh, okay.
As an artist in Atlanta, if I got a problem with like any of these niggas in Atlanta, they're not really gonna stop me from doing shit because we all have guns. If you look at all the niggas, like look at Bankroll Fresh, right? This nigga had beef with niggas, still blew up. Nigga got killed in the studio. In Atlanta, I don't think Gucci, the way Atlanta is set up, is like they fuck with who they like.
Question?
What's up?
Why are you discrediting Gucci? Because I feel like this whole argument has been about you discrediting Gucci. I'm not having enough
Because the
credibility.
initial point you made was that Gucci Mane is a gatekeeper and you would not make it out and be successful in music if you had a problem with Gucci Mane.
No. I didn't say that.
What did you say?
I said Gucci Man is a gatekeeper, and Gucci Man.
And then I asked you, what was your definition of a gatekeeper? Refresh me on what your definition of a gatekeeper was.
A gatekeeper, somebody that can pretty much affect your career as far as, you get into the next level.
And I said having an issue with Gucci Man is not going to stop you from getting to the next level in music.
Why would you say that?
For all the 20 minutes we just talked about.
Why would you say that?
I literally just told you every reason why I don't think that will happen.
And I'm telling you, Gucci Man effect and relationship can affect somebody's career within Atlanta.
And I'm saying it can't because based on how Atlanta is run, everybody blows up in Atlanta
I'm
because
gonna start doing what you've been doing for
if
the
you
last
got beef
30
with
minutes.
Gucci Man,
why would you say that? What makes you think that?
Everything I ever say on this show, I explain why I said it because the only known truth I have is you have to validate your opinion. You can't be like the sky is green and I'm supposed to believe you because you said that shit. It's like, why is the sky green? Oh, the sky's green because of this. Whatever. In Atlanta, most niggas blow up based on people in Atlanta. It's not even the celebrities in Atlanta. Like niggas blow up in Atlanta and then celebrities catch on, but also the way their studios are set up, it's not like here where our studios are in like random ass buildings. The basic studios you go to, you'll be in this room right here, 2 Chainz will be in the next room right here. Everybody's chilling in the hallway smoking weed and shit. So you'll be like, oh shit, 2 Chainz is here. Yo, that's you in there? Let me hear that.
And where did you get this from?
Being in Atlanta.
Being in Atlanta, you just spoke to somebody else?
Being in Atlanta? Nah, like I've been to studios in Atlanta and it's like
and the
pretty.
person told
Every
you this
nigga from
was-
Atlanta tells you the same story as how when they talked about Bankroll Fresh dying, they talked about the setup of the studio because they were trying to figure out how did he get killed in the studio.
So
when
my
2 Chainz
reasoning-
explained about niggas blowing
So
up,
what
let me
my
finish.
Okay.
So with blowing up in Atlanta, cool. Like it's easy to see niggas in Atlanta that's celebrity. That can help you get on. Most times your music blows up in Atlanta is because everybody has a car. So like if I make a song and you in my neighborhood, you fuck with it, and you drive from Decatur to Union City on the south side, and you're blasting my shit, then other people ask, everybody's blasting the shit in their car. Now, you can have like a little shit going on. That's why most of these niggas be getting shot because they have street beef and then they blow up in music. And then doing music just makes it easier for me to shoot your dumb ass. Like, cause I know where you're gonna be at based on the party flyer. So you already blowing up in the city based on the music you put out. And then during that time, Gucci Man is like, nah, I don't fuck with this nigga. Your song's already hot. All of Atlanta's not about to stop playing your shit. You might not be in certain clubs where Gucci Man frequents and shit like that. It's the same shit in New York City. If you be like, yo, fuck Jay-Z, you're not about to headline Barclays. That don't mean you can't perform at SOBs. That don't mean you can't do Club Pyramid and all of that shit. You also have the internet. So like, you don't even necessarily need to blow up in your city. You can have some hot shit in the streets in Atlanta. Niggas drive to South Carolina. Niggas is fucking with your shit in South Carolina. You're going to do mad shows in South Carolina. You blow up everywhere else. You go viral on the internet. You out there. What's Gucci Man gonna be like, yo, everybody that fuck with me, don't fuck with this nigga. Because every other person that's tried that didn't work. 6ix9ine literally went around trolling niggas, acting like he was about all of this gangster shit. And everybody's favorite rappers was like, don't fuck with this nigga. And everybody was still fucking with this nigga. Even yesterday, we had a nigga at a show rapping 4 fucking songs talking about free 6ix9ine.
He definitely did it.
And then in the middle of the verse is rapping about street shit and street politics and codes of ethics. This is a nigga who's testifying against his fucking cohorts. And there's still people rocking with his shit, listening to his music. I'm pretty sure his streams of music are not at 0.
Okay. Now, my whole thing, everything you just said is based on what other niggas said. It's based on assumption. It's based on what you're thinking.
Question.
Now, I'm accepting. No,
Hold on.
let me finish my
Doing
point.
shows
No,
outside of your city is based on assumption?
I just let you finish.
Explain to me what I said. How is it based on assumption?
I just let you finish. Let me finish.
Hey, just explain to me how it's based on assumption.
Why wouldn't you let me finish my point before you even start?
Because I'm not going to
questions?
understand your point if your initial point made no sense to me. If you're telling me what I said was based on assumption, explain to me how what I said was based off assumption. Then I'll be able to process what you're saying.
Because when I asked you what makes you say whatever you said before, you said because I was in Atlanta and I spoke to people. Just like when I made my point.
I didn't say I spoke to people. I said I was in the studios.
So what did you do in the studio? You just stared at people?
If me saying that it's easy to see celebrities in Atlanta because of how the studios are set up where you're in one room and celebrities are in the other room and everyone's mingling in the hallway, I don't have to talk to a whole fucking, I don't have to talk to anybody.
That's an assumption.
How is that an assumption?
Because you're assuming that something is happening. That's an assumption.
How? Is that an assumption?
Wait, what is an assumption exactly?
What's
What are
in
you
it?
saying?
If I'm in a studio in
Speak to
Atlanta,
anybody.
if I'm in a studio in Atlanta
what I
and I
got-
have 4 fucking eyes,
What I got from
I'm in a
what he
studio in
said
Atlanta.
was
I'm
that-
in room A. There's
Yeah,
people in room
the
B.
Mm-hmm.
If you leave room A and room B and you're in a hallway, and I'm in the hallway, and I see fucking Young Thug and his camp in the hallway, what's the assumption? If my point was, it's easy to do music and see celebrities in Atlanta based on their studio setups, where famous niggas are going to regular ass studios to record their shit. Explain to me about what I just said is an assumption.
The assumption is simply because you see them right next to each other, you assuming that this is what goes on in Atlanta on a daily basis. That's the assumption.
If you're in a regular everyday studio, all of these niggas frequent this studio. That's not a common thing.
Just because you're in that one area doesn't mean that's
At
what's
that
going
specific
on.
studio, is that a common
At that
thing?
specific studio. Now you want to
I'm asking you a yes or no question. At that specific studio, is that a common thing?
How long have you been there? How long have you been there?
Let me finish. So if Young Thug records at this studio, right? 2 Chainz records at that studio. Regular people go to these studios. If you go to the studio that these niggas record at, it's a higher chance you would see them at that studio, correct?
A higher chance,
Like if you know 2 Chainz only records at Stankonia Studios and you book a session at Stankonia Studios for 2 fucking years, it's a higher chance of you seeing 2 Chainz than the nigga recording at a different studio, right?
Right.
What's the assumption?
The assumption is just because you've been there in that one time, you're pretty much saying that this happened on a regular just based on what they're saying. My whole point is when you say something, I will accept what you said, and I will, reply to it with what it is. But you will keep discrediting my points over and over simply because I don't know why. You just keep discrediting everything. Like you just can't accept it.
Because
that's
you're
my whole point with you.
You're not backing it up with facts or experiences. You're telling me Gucci Mane's a gatekeeper, and I'm saying I don't think Gucci Mane's stopping anybody's career from blowing up for reasons A through F. And then you told me it's an assumption.
And I'm telling you, and I gave you a reason to how
With
Gucci
the
Mane influence
if I'm saying that
can affect
a song, this is not an assumption.
Okay.
In Atlanta, you need a car to get around effectively.
Okay.
Is that an assumption?
I've never been to Atlanta.
Have you been to Atlanta? Is that an assumption?
I've been to
You need
Atlanta.
a car to get around effectively.
I mean, I got around. I don't need a car
To get around
to get around effectively.
No, I didn't say you can't get around.
I took buses to get
I
around.
didn't say you
when
can't
I
get
was in
around.
Atlanta.
I said to get around effectively.
Effective. I got around effective. I got what I wanted to get done.
In New
done.
York City yesterday, there was a blackout, right? Who was not affected by the blackout? The people who didn't live in that area and the people who didn't have to take the train.
I got affected by the blackout because I was working because I got affected by the blackout.
Okay, the people who got a blackout. My fault.
Yeah, so I still
All
got
right.
affected.
You didn't get affected.
I did get affected.
You were not personally. That's like, they shut down the bridge. I didn't get affected by 9/11 because they shut down the 145th Street Bridge, my nigga. Like,
when you said effective,
All right,
what do you
so
mean? Because that
back
can
to the
go
point.
beyond.
To get around
that can go beyond where
cool.
they think it
in
actually
Atlanta,
happened.
most people are getting around through the use of car because most people don't really live in Atlanta. Most of Atlanta neighborhoods are surrounding the actual city of Atlanta.
I remember when you told me.
So like Union City, Decatur, all of these shits are literally like communities right outside of Atlanta, but they're counted as Atlanta. You're driving everywhere.
You're saying that there's only a few studios people usually go to within the Atlanta region.
I'm not saying there's main studios that niggas go to, but it's like here you have like Quad Studios, right? Anybody could book a session at Quad Studios. When I had a session at Quad Studios, Big Crit was literally in the next room. I wasn't gonna go bother that nigga, but there's a pool table and a lounge area in the middle. Now, if I wasn't there to do something, I could be chilling there in the area. Oh shit, it's Big Crit. Let me play you something. There, it's more so like a whole way between the rooms. If you go look at this interview with fucking Timbaland and Pharrell, where they was like, they recorded at the same studio, they were down the hall.
I've seen that.
Anytime you open the door, you hear one of these niggas, they doing some crazy shit down there. Let me step my shit up. Oh, let me go down there and see what's going on. In Atlanta, you mostly drive around. That's when I went to Atlanta and niggas said, yo, bring CDs because everybody has a car. You go down there, everybody's driving in their car, right? Niggas is playing music in their car. Everybody in your crew don't got a car. So niggas get in your car, that's 4 to 5 niggas listening to what you playing. Yo, who's this? This is so-and-so. Niggas might play your shit at their crib, in so-and-so's car, or whatever. Like, that's how music gets around in Atlanta. That shit gets around in the streets. Niggas playing your shit in the parking lot outside the club, all of that. At that point, if everybody who's driving and shit is fucking with your music, niggas have no choice but to be like, for somebody to stop your shit or some like, nah, fuck this nigga specifically, and he has like a level of success in that area, the first time somebody played your shit, we gotta nip this in the bud right now. If everybody's already fucking with your shit, ain't nothing you can tell somebody to make them stop fucking with your shit. And that's not an assumption because there's proven instances of that all the time. Chris Brown beat a bitch up. Niggas still listen to his music. Niggas stalked another girl. They allegedly kidnapped a bitch. R. Kelly been raping bitches since we was born, bro. They just arrested this nigga. Somebody got married last week and was playing R. Kelly songs at their wedding, bro. Nobody's stopping anybody from blowing. That's my point. And Gucci Man, I'm not discrediting anything this nigga's done in his music career. I'm saying with the way music gets around, everybody having their own opinion, there's no way you can stop somebody whose shit is already about to take off.
And with the word that I use is that they can affect your career as far as getting to the next level.
He can't affect your career and stop you from getting to the next level.
And your reply was, you're running around, you might get killed because of the reason. My point still stand as far as him affecting your career, because if you're running around scared that you might get killed.
See, and remember when I said that, you told me I was going to extremities and also with assumptions. So like, assume he doesn't decide to kill you because you would know it's him. If he decides not to kill you and you don't die, what happens?
It can still affect your career, and the fact that the relationship that he has in the area, like you said, you might not go to certain venues and
you remember
there.
When I also said you don't need to be in that area?
That's affecting your career.
Omar, listen. I did not discredit. This is what I'm saying.
My whole thing is every time you have a discussion with somebody, if it's not your point, no other point stands. You just keep discrediting them over and over and over and over. You get what I'm saying? I've seen you do it to other people. I just noticed, like,
and I'm explaining to you the same shit I told to those other people. If our initial conversation was Gucci Man being a gatekeeper and it affects you going to the next level, right? Yeah. When you started bringing in other people, we're now having a conversation about something else. And that's not valid. That's like if me and you have a conversation about sports and I say the Warriors can beat the Lakers right now and you tell me the Warriors almost lost to the Houston Rockets. That really has nothing to do with what we're talking about. And when you're saying something, there's no issue. If I'm saying something and you go, what do you mean by that? And I explain it. When you have your points lined up and you start off with, this is an assumption, you got to explain to me how that's an assumption. Because now the whole time you're talking, I'm going to be sitting here thinking, what the fuck did I say was an assumption? When you add in outside shit, that's what we keep getting back to the initial point. That's what every point we make, I'm like, back to what we initially said. The first 5 things I said was, he doesn't have the political connects to effectively stop you from getting to the next level. That's true. You eventually brought up DJ Khaled, who has said political connects that I used as a reference before that. Then you brought up Gilly the Kid and his beef with Birdman. And then you said, Khaled told Gilly, I'm doing business with Birdman, so I can't play your records, which backs up my point. You brought up the DJ Envy shit. And I said, that's a valid point, but you don't know because there's 2 sides to a story. And Fat Joe's stance might be, I would never do something to you, Envy. I fuck with you. Where Envy stance is, I know how you give it up. That's not me discrediting anything you saying. And then I bring it back to the initial point and you're telling me, nah, like Gucci Man is this. And I'm like, yo, the way the music scene is set up now. And then I gave you example after example of how you can't stop niggas from getting to the next level. We just spent a whole year and a half watching Tekashi 6ix9ine start beef with all these prominent niggas. He had problems with T.I., YG, all of these niggas. And nothing happened. He still continued to blow up. So any point that I initially made, much like in school when you write essays, my main point, and I supported everything I said.
And when we started
at any point with what you were saying, did I discredit what you were saying? Now, if I disagree with what you're saying, that's not discrediting. You're telling me what Gilly said about a situation he's in. And I said, that's perception. Right now, I'm cutting you off to be a dick, but your perception from earlier was, yo, every time somebody says something you agree with, you discredit it. And I just gave my perception of the situation. That doesn't mean what you said is wrong. That just means I have a different vantage point. And once again, I'm recapping everything I just said. You're telling me when I bring up the point as to the political connects, then you go to another point I made saying that, oh, but you said he might get killed. When I initially brought that up, you said that was I'm talking in extremities. I'm talking in extreme circumstances. So now when I debunk the other shit, don't bring that up as a valid point now because you already told me I was talking in extremes. I gave you reasons why you can't stop somebody from blowing up and getting to the next level.
And when we initially had the conversation, he asked me what a gatekeeper is. And I told you, as far as being Gucci Mane being a gatekeeper, he can affect a career based on the relationship that he has. And
what relationship does he have? With the radio stations?
Past.
And then you remember when I said you don't have to blow up in your city to blow up?
Can I finish?
Finish.
So based on because you asked me what does it affect? Well, I told you his relationships, his him being down there can affect as far as you going to places and perform.
Right.
Then you asked me how. I said, okay, let me give an example. And that's when I brought up the Kevin Gates situation. Now, those are the examples that I gave you to back off my point.
I actually brought up the Kevin Gates situation.
Well, even if you brought up the Kevin Gates
situation. But we agreed on the venue thing because I brought that point up as well.
I don't know how the conversation went further than that. Simply because I was satisfied with what you said. And when you asked me to give back off my point, I gave an example. You weren't satisfied with that. So you started going over and over and over and over. So my thing is, how come I was able to accept your point? It could be wrong, it could be right, but you continuously just kept on discrediting what I was saying and not believing what I was saying.
Because he believes you're wrong.
Because he think I'm wrong.
Why.
No, but listen, your initial point was.
I could be wrong.
But
these are my examples.
You did confirm his point several times in your argument.
How?
Right. One, we agreed on the venue thing. And that's when I said, you don't have to do venues in your city. That's why I initially brought up the way music gets around in Atlanta. I said, yo, you don't have to do, having an issue with Gucci Mane, well, you're not going to be going to places that he frequents. You're not going to be out here in the streets where everybody has a gun dissing niggas that's prominent street niggas.
He supported that with my E40 reference.
Right, boom.
Oakland,
that's me backing up a point you made. Then I brought up, you don't have to do shows where you're from. You don't have to strictly, because I'm from Atlanta, I have to blow up in Atlanta. I could get on in South Carolina. If people are fucking with my song and people drive, how we have a tri-state area, South Carolina from Atlanta is maybe like an hour and a half. Like they're going to get to another state before we get to Albany from where we're at right now. I agreed with your point. And then I said, I still don't believe that will make it difficult to do shows in your area. That's me agreeing with that point you said. Overall, I don't think Gucci Mane can affect you getting to the next level because the way around doing that and putting yourself in danger is doing shows somewhere else. That's not me discrediting shit you said. That's literally me saying, yo, you make up a valid point, but here is how I get around that and say that didn't really affect me at all.
Okay.
Now, if it affects you immediately on the like, damn, I want to do shows in Atlanta and I can't. But what your point was, it will stop you from getting to the next level. Like I can still get to the next level without doing shows in Atlanta.
Okay.
Am I discrediting anything you said?
Okay.
Because you were saying
I believe what I
gatekeeper
said.
stuff.
No, what? And that's the point of a debate. Like you agreed that it will affect you getting to the next level. At no point in anything I said was I discrediting what you said. You said something. I took your point. I added to your point. When it made sense, I agreed with it.
At the same time.
And then I said, hey, that's a valid point, but here's still why I don't think with that. If you have a kid, and I'll keep bringing up analogies, and you tell your wife, I think he should go to this school because it's a better school, and your wife goes, yeah, but what about this? That doesn't mean you didn't have a valid point. That means I'm adding something you didn't look at, which fortifies my argument. I didn't say, Omar, that's stupid. This is this. It's like, yo, cool. Like you might not be able to do shows in Atlanta, but getting to the next level, which is the point. Now, if our argument was having a beef with Gucci Mane as a gatekeeper will hinder your career in Atlanta as an Atlanta artist because you will not have the mobility to do shit you need to do as an artist, you're 100% right in everything you said. And you saying it's going to stop you from getting to the next level, which I'm assuming is like national fame as an artist. Is that the next level?
Yes.
I don't think that's going to stop you from getting national fame.
And
And
just-
in the
just like-
hour we just had this back and forth,
and
nothing
just-
I said discredits what you said.
And just like you said, I don't think my whole thing was this is what I think. I think Gucci Mane being a gatekeeper. And
Right.
These are the
Yo,
examples that I gave.
right.
So if you think I'm wrong, I personally think
I'm not
I'm
getting
right
you.
as far as the beliefs
I'm
that
not,
I have.
I feel like I'm trying to get you to agree with what I'm saying.
No, I totally
Right.
understand.
If you
what you're
believe
saying.
that's going to stop you from getting to the next level, right? And you present points that back up your argument, and I present different points, how did that discredit what you're saying?
I personally felt like you discredit some of the points, and I already explained that to you. So if I just
Okay, now listen.
just because you don't agree with that
Right.
doesn't mean that you're right.
I understand that. Now, if you say that you felt I discredited some points,
Yeah.
and you brought up the points that you thought I discredited, right?
Yeah.
Then Marcus sat here and explained that in those points, I didn't discredit you. And in fact, you were reiterating some of my own points. Why do you still feel like those points are being discredited?
Because I still feel like it's been discredited. I gave my reason just because Marcus had a different point of view of it. As far as no, it's not being discredited. Then it's like I still feel like you were discrediting some of the points that I had.
So if you walking down the street and you ask somebody a question and they be like, nah, and you feel disrespected and the person says, oh my God, I wasn't disrespecting you, you still feel like you're disrespected?
Yeah,
Oh, then you don't need to have conversations with humans.
because that person feel like being disrespected.
Oh yeah, you don't need to
Just
have conversations.
because
with humans.
you don't find just because you don't find it to be disrespectful doesn't mean I don't find it to be disrespectful.
Right, but then if I'm telling you, yo, if it came up disrespectful, my fault, my intent was not to disrespect you, and you go, nah, you disrespect, nah, you meant to disrespect me.
No, I mean,
That's
I would take,
dangerous.
I would still take your apology for it. I just said, well, you still disrespected me, but I take
No,
your
but
apology
the
for it.
question is not whether you were disrespected or not. It's like you feel like you were disrespected. If they tell you their intent was
Oh,
not
no,
to disrespect
at
you,
that point, I don't feel like you disrespected me. I know you disrespect because that's how.
because it's what? That's how you feel.
Yeah, that's how. No.
You, what word were you about to use? Because you said at that
Yeah,
point,
yeah,
I don't
yeah.
feel you disrespected me because that's how and then you stopped. What word were you about to say?
Not even that. I feel that you disrespected me.
How?
Why, if somebody's in the street, right? Let's recap this. You ask somebody in the street a question.
Stop bringing up analogies. You make it.
Yeah, he's not getting it.
Yeah,
Like,
you take it too. It's
Alright.
too much. It's
and you
too
ask
obvious.
somebody a question and they say nah, right? And the way they said it, you feel disrespected. And the person says, yo, however that came off, I did not mean to disrespect you. And then you say, no, yes, you did. Like, that's what this conversation is. It's like,
Okay.
yo, this is not the intention of what was said. And you're telling me that was the intention of what was said. Because in the same way you're saying I discredited what you're saying, half the shit you said I discredited was points I agreed with.
I mean, it may
Like
not.
the shit about the venues, I said the same exact thing back to you. And when you were talking about like what I do with other people, that same conversation I had with the person I assume you're talking about, we went around in circles 18 times about, oh, we got to get self-sufficient in the black community. I don't understand why people act this certain way in the black community. Because we don't have communities. We live in the same area. However much money Jamel makes in his apartment, the niggas in the next apartment might not make that much money. So that means if that other person decides he has to go outside and rob people to feed his family, that's a decision he felt he had to make. To which that person replied, oh, basically went around in circles to repeat what I said back to me. And then I asked, why did you repeat back to me what I just said like it was your own idea?
Because I got kind of lost in what we were talking
Right,
about.
but because that's what happens when you add in different shit. Because we went on a whole trail from Khaled to Gilly. We brought up E40, and each thing was me trying to relate it back to the thing. Every point you made, and when we watched this back, every point you made about the venues and shit, that makes sense. I agree you're not going to be able to do venues in Atlanta if you be like, fuck Gucci Mane, because he's in Atlanta. He's a prominent street nigga in Atlanta. If you're already blowing up in Atlanta, and record companies want you, Gucci Mane cannot call TDE, don't sign this nigga. Gucci Mane's not calling Columbia, don't sign this nigga. You get what I'm saying? It's the same shit. That's why I brought up Kevin Gates. They literally tried to blackball this nigga in New Orleans, but he got so big in the streets in New Orleans, he ended up getting signed. Cash Money Records is one of the two staples of New Orleans music. And that did not stop him from getting to the next level. He fucked himself up when he got to the next level, but that's a different conversation.
Okay.
Is it validity to anything I just said about Kevin Gates?
Okay.
So does that not support my idea that Gucci Mane cannot stop you from getting to the next level if the way people consume music means one person's opinion cannot effectively stop you unless they have political ties across the music industry, which is why we brought up DJ Khaled.
That supports the point, but the examples that I gave still support the point as far as him affecting others' career
Right,
to get to
in
the next
Atlanta.
level. Yeah.
Everything you... Oh, I'm done talking to you because you're literally saying what I said back to me.
I understand what you're saying, but...
Because I'm trying to figure out how am I discrediting you if I said, you're right, now let me add this in.
I still feel like you discredited something, but if you want me to say that you did not discredit,
I don't want you to say I didn't. You're not
because that's what you're waiting. Because you keep trying to.
You're not telling me.
You keep trying to get
You're
an answer
telling me
out of
I
me.
discredited you by saying.
So what do you want me to say? What exactly do you?
You're
want
not
me to
telling
say,
me what you're telling me I discredited is points that I agreed with you on. I want you to tell me how it was discredited.
I already explained it to you.
Explain it one more time
I
so that
already
you was to go on
explained-
20th.
I already explained
Do
it
you
to
explain how? Do you know how he was discredited?
I feel like you were saying like Gucci Mane and his street connects can threaten a person's life, which overall will affect your career. If you're dead, you don't have a career, right?
And
but
the
that
life, and
ties
also-
back to the point he made where he was like, that's a different type of connections. Political connections like DJ Khaled, he can call somebody and tell them, yo, don't play Ace Hood, or people may feel inclined because I want this Khaled connect to work that I probably shouldn't work with Ace Hood because they had a falling out. That's more so of the clout you would need to stop somebody from advancing to the next
Gucci Mane
level.
is more. I can't
As to
think,
like Gucci Mane's clout is where like I'm not gonna disrespect Gucci Mane because that can endanger my life. Like, but if I'm in Alaska and I'm talking about fuck Gucci Mane, he's not coming to Alaska. Like, no one's gonna not play my shit if I'm hot in Alaska, or even if I go. I won't go to Atlanta or go to where Gucci Mane is at. That's like the risk he was trying to say. Like, all right, that makes sense why you can't do a venue in Atlanta and say that to Gucci, but you can still elevate due to the internet and going on tour other places and stuff like that, where you was like, nah, but he can still threaten your life and that will stop your career from going. So, in a way, you guys kind of got, two aspects going on, but you proved his point. You kept like bringing it back to his thing.
The reason why I kept on bringing it back is to pretty much make him understand that I am not disagreeing with anything he was saying. And I would just bring in different examples to kind of support
Omar,
what I was saying.
At no point did I feel like you were disagreeing with me, which is why I kept saying, yo, we're saying the same shit. I agree with you. I literally said the words, I agree with you about the venues.
But what you're going on about something else.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Like, to end the conversation, your overall stance is stopping you from getting to the next level. Your argument would have been sound if the conversation was beefing with Gucci Mane will hinder your career as being successful solely in Atlanta. Getting to the next level, that's what I said. He doesn't have the political connects. Like, that's why people don't fuck with Ace Hood.
Okay.
If it was that deep, it's like Big Meech is in jail. Like, niggas would have not been fucking with Jeezy. Or niggas would have not been fucking with so-and-so. And these are all points. At no point did I say, I disagree with what you're saying. I'm saying, yo, this is your argument. The argument you're making is if this was the conversation, yo, you have a valid point, but think about this and how you can still get to the next level. And here are multiple examples of niggas getting to the next level based on the situations you gave.
All right. Guess it stands. All right.
What do you guys learn?
Stop bringing up that other show here. I told you about that.
What did you guys learn today?
It's too hot for that shit.
What happened?
What you guys learn?
I learned Omar's a Gucci Mane fan. I can't go to Atlanta with Omar no more. Because he's going to try to prove his point.
No, I'm personally not a Gucci Mane fan. I was just...
So you saying fuck Gucci Mane?
This
nigga's not even a Gucci.
I'm not
Yo,
even.
y'all still watching this?
I'm personally not a
Y'all
Gucci
still
Mane
watching
fan.
this?
It's just like, yo,
Nah, I'm
It
telling
just-
everybody that Omar said fuck Gucci.
Gucci Man LaFleur.
Yeah, we doing a live podcast in Atlanta.
Yes, clout.
Yeah, I don't listen to Gucci at all. I'm not gonna sit here and lie about it. But you know, pretty much if it's a point as him being a gatekeeper, how he can affect, I will argue that any day.
I don't think anybody's a gatekeeper anymore.
Yeah. See, my original point was that there are no gatekeepers because the internet, you can get around the gate. It's more so like who runs this area, which is why I brought up E40. But I mistakenly thought he was a down south rapper when he was an Oakland rapper.
Like, remember like the panels we went to where they was
Yeah.
like, where people ask questions, they just be like, yo, like you got the internet.
Yeah.
Like it's not like the 90s where it's like, yo, I gotta get my music in
Facts,
his hands.
'cause,
It's like,
like-
yo, do your own shit on the internet and niggas will come to you.
Who knows where Little Nas X is from, but like his song blew up because, you know, it was on Red Dead Redemption 2. Everybody watches YouTube. A lot of
Yeah,
people
like a
watch
little TikTok of like
Yeah.
niggas on the horse listening to that shit.
it. Man, it was the perfect music for that game and shit. So that blew up.
I'm assuming he's from somewhere in the
Like, he's
South,
got to be from somewhere. I doubt he's from like, you know,
the Bronx. Like,
yeah, like or Wisconsin. Like, I'm pretty sure he's from somewhere where you can ride or have access to horses. At the very least, is what I'm expecting. But like with the internet, you know, you could do all kind of shit. But like if I'm trying to pop in Atlanta,
I ain't
I
going
wouldn't
there.
go against Gucci Man. So I do agree on that. But
Right.
if I'm also trying to go national, I wouldn't, you know, cross DJ Khaled because he has so many people in so many areas, you know, has his hands into everything. Like, you know, if I want to be a successful person on Tidal, I wouldn't disrespect Jay-Z, you know,
Jay-Z.
because that's like his platform. Like, but I can go to Apple Music and still talk shit about Jay-Z and Tidal.
And still
feel me?
function.
So, you know, it was an entertaining.
yo, was
know,
that you
debate.
that brought up the hot dog thing last week? Yeah, how much time we got? What time we on?
Oh no, we be on time.
Yeah, I'm gonna save my shit. 'cause I had a-
We'll
What was the
wait.
hot- we got to end it on that.
We'll wait beyond
what was the
time.
hot
Yeah.
dog thing you were talking about?
All right, so last week y'all was talking about like how y'all like your hot dogs.
Oh yeah, like boy, I did bring that up.
You wasn't in that conversation.
What's-
You gonna sit here and lie?
What's pause about?
Talk about you put your shit on the foreman grill.
Remind me.
Yeah, we was like, because I asked, like,
Yeah.
I asked if people like boil their hot dogs or like grill them or like.
Remember you was like you
when you-
boil them, then fry them and shit.
Oh,
He's like,
okay.
oh,
now
I-
when you
or
when you
use
brought
it
up
to-
the hot dog, the only thing that came in mind
Yeah, I
was
know.
dick and paint, right?
When,
Yeah.
when I,
Yo, why you-
when
yo,
that
Omar did this to his
now, when
face,
that
y'all.
Snapchat filter came out, and nigga,
Oh,
wow,
he-
yeah, that's
all
what
the
popped in my
hot
mind.
Nah, chill.
That's what that remind me.
That whole time I heard that, I'm like, pause.
Mm.
All right.
Okay, I remember
Well, the
now.
best
That's
food's
Tony.
a dick shape, bro.
Yeah,
Hot
Marcus.
dogs?
I think we agreed on as far as like being in a being grilled or like
Yeah.
boiling in.
So
eating the
remember
grill
you?
after.
That was you that brought up niggas on the street with the hot dogs, right?
Yeah.
So somebody got arrested, this Chinese dude in Brooklyn, because it turns out he's been making his hot dogs with actual dogs from getting like animal getting animal body. Yeah, zoom in on that
Those
face,
were
man.
just rumors.
He was getting bodies from the animal shelters, you know, when they like kill
Throw
your
the
pet.
throw the bodies away. Like,
Yeah, I don't know why they throw them in a garbage can, like, but
it's probably like one of those biohazard cans. That they
yeah,
gotta
but
pick
he
up.
also apparently has like connections with like a few like animal like shelters and shit. So when they
he
kill
knows
the
a guy
dogs,
who's working in this
they
shit.
give him the
What?
dogs to like make.
the hot dogs.
Yeah.
What they had to know what was going on.
And they,
I know Frank.
No, the
Frank's-
hospital niggas knew.
Yeah,
Like,
that's
the
what I'm saying.
shelter niggas
If
knew.
I know Frank sells hot dogs, and Frank's like, "Yo, you guys got any of that dog laying around?" I just want to bury him.
Oh, they knew he was getting those.
Like the shelter people.
yeah.
Yeah, that was like his
And
connect.
they never.
It was like 4 or 5 like shelters that was like giving him like the dead dogs, and he would
never
just make hot
questioned
dogs.
why
Don't sell
he was-
those. Make sure you're not selling
probably
those
getting
in my
paid.
neighborhood.
So yeah, like he's been doing this, and like he's had that license. Apparently got to have a license to sell hot dogs.
you
in the
have to have
street.
some type. It's gotta be some
And
shit.
he's been
to
like
regulate.
on that corner selling hot dogs for like 20, 30 years.
He's been grinding up dog. No. Is he Chinese?
Yeah.
They eat dog in China. so
Man, I know.
I'm
But
not surprised.
I also found out in 44 states it's legal to eat like dogs and cats.
Did he get in trouble?
Yeah, he got arrested because it's illegal in New York.
Oh,
Like,
he was doing it in New
Oh.
York.
yeah, in Brooklyn. And the wife thinks it's a conspiracy by the guy who owns the hot dog stand across the street because everybody likes his hot dogs better. Everybody likes the Chinese dog dude's dogs better. And The wife thinks it's a conspiracy from the guy across the street selling hot dogs because
Saying
the
like,
Chinese guy, because they was like, oh, the Chinese guy's hot dogs taste better because it's real dog and it's hot. Like,
Oh wow. Oh, see, now that element come into play, like I don't know. You say he got arrested?
yeah.
So there was an investigation and they found all that shit out. Like it's not just the guy across the street saying like, yo, nah, he knows some guys at the animal shelter.
Why didn't they doing the investigation now? They shut down the shit. But
Yeah, you got even with allegations like that.
yeah,
I wouldn't want to take that chance. Like,
Wow. Yeah, niggas that.
that's what they was like. Damn, because they was like, I guess they was gonna go back on some like, yo, like, hey, if you've been getting these shits for the last 4 months, check. Like, oh, this nigga's been here for like 20, 30 years. Nigga said, damn, I wish I'd have saved it. It was like, yo, based on that, it's about estimated like maybe like possibly like 4.2 to 6 million people have eaten
dog.
But we not from Brooklyn, so like
guy.
Brooklyn, y'all figure that out.
One Chinese guy. First of all, why are you buying hot dogs from the Chinese guy?
He's got a cart.
That's a lot of dogs.
Why you buying hot dogs on the street?
It's certain foods you associate.
You don't
with
even know how many
certain
hot dogs you can
ethnicities,
make with one dog.
Dog.
Like,
hot dogs already is supposed
who,
to
him
be
or the
like
customer?
the chunk. Of,
The
I mean,
what a customer.
Stop. Why? Why would you say that?
Why you buying hot dogs off the street?
many people buy hot
This
dogs. on the
guy.
street.
This guy. Come on. Come
Or
on.
you catch
Yeah,
cabs
to-
in the street. People
to
be
me,
fucking in
to
yellow
you.
cabs.
Yeah.
The water. It's a whole bunch of reasons why you don't eat the hot dogs from the hot dogs.
The
Yeah,
heat,
but
the heat to kill it.
Yeah,
No, it won't.
Heat don't kill germs no more.
There's certain things in water that cannot be killed by hot water.
Would you kill it with cold water?
yo, I feel you, but like that's not gonna stop
One of these is
people
the
from
weakness.
doing shit. Like there's traces of bubonic plague in the subways, but that's not gonna stop niggas from taking the train. You know, so yeah, he's been feeding a lot of people dog. That's incredible.
So, man,
Like,
I'll eat a dog. Y'all want to eat a dog?
Hell no.
Not if you knew it when it was alive, but like, say you went overseas
dead.
and it was like, you know, they be roasting like pigs on the thing. What if it was like a roast dog like hanging up there?
Did I know it was dog?
It kind of was like a fucking dog. It was like
Alright.
Santa's little helper. Like,
All right. So then it's like, all right, well, that could be like, I don't know. I could think that's something else. I have to ask. Like,
it could be a fox. Would you eat a fox?
Yeah, probably. Would.
Nah, fuck it, might as well a dog. Would you eat a wolf? What if you got powers? Like, if there's like, yo, you're gonna get powers.
If I eat a wolf and got powers, that'd be. I don't know. It depends on what the powers were like.
It depends on like which wolf in the pack you eat.
Yeah, like if I'm like,
But they won't tell you which pack wolf it was.
Oh yeah, nah.
They'll just tell you it was from the strongest pack. Like,
I can't. I gotta be the strongest from the strongest. Man.
oh yeah.
I can't be the beta, like, because I know there's somebody out there who had the alpha blade.
All right, what if they grinded all the dogs in the pack and then like a hot dog?
And it was like
And-
one of
and
these
it's like,
things
yo, you'll
have-
get one of the powers from one of the dogs.
But we
in the
don't
pack.
know. Like,
Yeah.
I have to eat them all to ensure that I'm alpha and beta and all the rest.
Word.
Like, that'd be the only way I could get the powers.
Uh,
And be secure that there's nobody out there with more powers.
They
than
try to eat
me.
a dog this summer?
Nah. Nah, throw that guy in jail. man.
oh yeah, lock
I'd
that
be a
man
little
away.
upset, like, cause it's like one of those things, like, especially if I love it, it's one of those things where someone taught you, like, oh, like you love this though. Nah, I loved it when I didn't know. I loved it when I thought it was something else. Like, you know, if I'm out here eating hot dogs thinking it's Hebrew national, and the whole time it's fucking Lassie.
You think you think there's gonna be people walking around?
Lassie and pals? Like,
Yo,
yeah, that's what I'm saying. But like, I personally don't eat hot dogs from carts because I don't like my hot dogs boiled. If they had a nigga out there on the grill, like,
Grill it,
yo,
You'd have
like,
fucked the dog up.
you feel me? Like, you might have got it. That shit smell dog
Said
good.
the dog is the dog.
That Pomeranian?
yeah, I think it's still
Like,
gonna be people out there going to the other guy like, yo, now I
Said,
want
nah,
that
this-
old shit.
It's red nose.
oh, shake it, motherfucker, shake it. I want one. Give me two. Hey, you want a blue nose? Let me get a red nose and a blue nose. Let me get that rock roller right there. Like, that shit smell good.
Yeah, you
Because if he
wildin'.
was on the grill, it'd be different. I'd be more inclined. If there was niggas out there with little carts that like opened up and there was like a grill and a flame and shit, I'd be way more inclined to be like, oh, all right, yeah, let me try one of those. Like, hurt my stomach, then it's like, all right, cool. I know I can't fuck with that. But I would know, like, I could fuck with that. I would never try one of them hot dogs in the water. Because I
I
always
wish-
think like that guy drops things, bugs fall into the water.
Where he
And
use
he,
the bathroom at? Where he wash his hands after he use the
if
bathroom?
I had a cart and I couldn't pee, guess where I'm peeing?
got hand
'Cause you know
sanitizer.
why? I think the heat would kill it. The heat
Yeah.
would kill it.
Yeah, that's why I really wish. Yeah, that's why I really.
After you pee, you don't use hand sanitizer if there's no sink
Oh
around?
yeah, that'll clean my hands. But if I have to piss and there's nowhere to piss, I could easily just drink a bottle because I'm also probably selling waters. And
He
stuff.
got a van right behind him.
Yeah.
Like, he just going
I
in
would
his
have
van.
to be some sort of sick fuck to like take, or somebody who's trying to kill on the market and get a very cheap source of meat, possibly free.
Wow. You see
He
how
had to be paying somebody to keep their mouth shut.
Right.
Like, yo.
You see how
Like,
like
paying him to get the dogs. Like,
Yeah, like where's the dog bodies going? Or like, see, somebody had to get paid. Like,
you see how like you could look at like certain situation and think how it's gonna go or how it's gonna happen. I wish it was a way where we could like know how certain like things will like taste. So when we taste it, we can know like, yo, you just gave me the shit and fuck
Oh,
you
like,
up
oh,
and
I
fuck
already
with
know
you.
what
And
the
fuck
dog
you
is
up.
like.
they
Right, and
implanted
then-
in you how everything tastes.
Yeah.
All right, but like, how would you feel like if you had a pet and like every time you look at like your cat, you like, ooh, I know you taste good.
Oh, that's wild.
I think you're getting grilled
And
that same day.
It's a blackout. You're hungry.
I'm
Like,
telling
you're
you,
locked
you're
in the
grilled that
house.
same day.
It's been 2 days.
You gotta eat and the dog gotta eat.
Gonna get your bag right?
whose hunger matters more? Like it's like, yo, you gotta feed the dog.
all the
or
all
the
the
dog gonna eat you.
yeah, or you could eat the dog. Like what's gonna happen?
Gotta choke your dog like Will Smith.
Yeah. I am legend.
survival of the
I am
fittest.
I can't even do it, yo. This guy got all the hits.
Yeah, because like
Do
I
it.
feel like once
Do
they
it.
like fry
Nah,
different
hold on,
stuff,
go ahead.
unless
Do
you
your
like
R. Kelly,
try
go
it,
ahead.
you won't really.
I don't know what he's talking about.
Shit. Yo, did we talk about R. Kelly?
Nah, we
What
did.
time we on? We ain't even got time to do all of this shit now. Niggas ain't watching a 3-hour pod. Like,
Yeah.
Who they got? They Joe and the boys.
yeah, right. What
I
time
mean,
we on?
you said I said the same thing over and over. If you want to cut that part short, we could do that. Other than that,
Nah, that's
we can just
content, man.
Yeah, you gotta have that
okay.
whole
What
thing,
time- what
man.
time is it?
Oh, we at 55 right now. 155.
Oh yeah, we gonna cut that whole part
Cut
out.
that.
All right, well, what do you guys learn today?
No, we gonna cut that whole part out.
Oh, you guys. Oh, you gotta.
Nah, I'm
stick the
joking,
whole
I
part
don't know.
out? Then
Nah,
that
okay.
episode will be short again.
No, he's gonna keep going.
Oh,
With our
we can do that.
topics.
I can fuck with that. Y'all fuck with that?
It's kind of hot. I don't know.
Yeah, but we also gotta edit and shit. And I ain't trying to be here all day. Maybe gonna hold
This
you
nigga
up.
don't do
You
nothing
wanna
during
edit
the
today?
editing process. Like,
Did you say like later on?
wait, hold on. This nigga don't do nothing during the editing process, bro.
You
Nah, we
editing?
gotta edit the 1 minute shit. The 1
Guess
minute
we could get,
Mondays.
like a little like Venture Mania
For
reel.
The shit we do every Monday, like with all the shit we did in a week.
oh, you guys had.
Yeah, we got footage for it.
Oh, okay. No, I wasn't aware.
Oh, I was like, nigga, I'm like, we
No,
did
because
this shit for
I
like a month.
didn't film nothing with y'all this weekend. That's why.
Oh, no,
We
I
did it
bought the
without.
other shit.
Okay,
Yeah.
even better. I was able to well, I'll tell y'all later after this.
You guys don't know what we're talking about. We talk about shit that
Yeah, word.
it's content shit.
Yeah.
Yo,
Mark-
hopefully, like y'all picked a side and was yelling at the TV. I don't even know how y'all niggas be absorbing this shit. Like, listen,
I wonder, yo, comment in the comments who you agree with. Let us
fuck
know.
all, how do you absorb this show? Cause like, I tried to listen to it in this nigga's car with him, and it wasn't as funny because it's like they couldn't see when I was like, why women always cry and hit you like this, but you just gotta guess how I'm saying they hit you.
It's hard if you're already if you're already part of it to go back and listen to it. It's
I've
kind of
had
hard.
people
Because
hit me up
it's like the
asking
jokes
for
don't
the
hit
audio,
because it's like you
Yeah,
gotta
you gotta
see
be
it.
in the
they
moment.
Still be
Yeah.
laughing as if like like it's video. They say, yo,
Word.
like, I'll just want
Now
to
there's certain episodes that I've listened to.
So
like I could
maybe certain things. You
Yeah.
know,
I like listening to all the episodes, but I'd be like, damn,
like
it's because
when-
you was in the car.
like
I mean, but if you listen to the episode, it's probably still funny. It's just like the videos hit differently because you can see like
Yeah, like the
Yeah.
facial
you
expressions.
know,
like,
my comedy is
watch
also
this.
very
Watch this.
it's very physical.
can they hear him? Like,
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty
yeah,
sure it's
they'll
being
probably
picked
hear
up
a
on
little
the
bit.
bit.
A little
Somebody's
bit,
mic is picking it up.
yeah.
yo, you did a great job as audience today,
Yeah,
man.
should have been part of the show today, man. I don't know why you didn't pull up a
quick,
chair.
Audience recap. What do you think about the debate they were having? What did you think their thoughts were? And who you think was being supported with facts and opinions and assumptions?
Like Omar really likes Gucci Man.
To then say he don't like Gucci Man, right?
That
The
fucked
gall.
my head up. I'm
The
like,
gall.
what? Of all things I expected to hear, the end was I don't like.
Shows he's a great debater.
This nigga's
I don't listen to
Who's that?
Gucci Man. I never said I don't like
Who's
Gucci
Denzel
Man. I don't
Washington
listen to
and,
Gucci Man.
other kids.
I don't.
Yeah, the
I
nigga
never
from
said I
Nat
didn't
Turner.
like myself. I don't listen to Gucci Man.
That make it worse.
Oh, not even.
What?
Still support somebody and not listen to them.
Yeah, that's true.
Continue. You said Omar likes Gucci Man to find out he doesn't.
I think we should give him a mic because the people can't really.
Hey, you want a mic? Want a microphone?
Now here.
That's all right.
I get on the mic so the people can.
Yeah, he's in
Yo,
the audience.
get the mic. Yo, it sounds like I'm asking you, but I'm not. This is what Omar was talking about earlier. Like,
But I don't have that much to say about the debate, you know. I mean, y'all had a good time. Everybody got their point across, did they?
this nigga's mad politically. You can't. Yeah, you mad politically correct,
to
bro.
see who you thought was right. Like,
This is not a sensitive
nobody
podcast.
who was right?
Yeah, who do you think?
Like,
was
in
right?
your opinion,
I
this is
mean-
not a. Where you start? This is not a sensitive show. Like, we argue.
Av can argue.
Made some points. Now he just talks a lot.
Nah. And then
I smell bitch.
And his recap, the recap be like, yo, how you remembered all that shit? Like, I can't do that in an argument.
You have to be able.
So
to
like
keep track.
for that,
Or-
yeah, like you
But
win.
you have to just know what your core statement is. Don't
And then
get
he
lost
he
in
did
other
not
shit.
get, because I ain't gonna lie, the way Omar, the way you was arguing is like, sometimes I feel like, not to say that you're a female, but
Sounds
like
Donald Trump.
Yo,
I'm not
I
gonna
know
say-
you're not gonna let this nigga come
I'm
in your
not-
studio and call you a female.
I'm
No,
not
no,
gonna
no,
say
no.
the
Oh, he got
people
your mic,
saying
too.
it
You
are
can't even
stupid,
rebuttal.
but
Yo,
they're not
Omar
agreeing
crying right
intellectually.
now, y'all.
when you arguing with women, not to be misogynistic either,
This
but
is the perfect place
when
to be
you-
misogynistic. Oh, not for you, because you about to be in trouble.
Every time somebody says not to be like this or that,
No,
they're
not to be
doing
racist. You
Exactly that.
for blacks, right?
Exactly that. Like,
Nah, but
I didn't
just-
agree with Hitler, but those Jews were pretty greedy.
All right, now you
not to
wildin'.
be misogynistic, but like women, when they tend to argue, they like to give you so many different ways to forget your point in the argument. Like, they're like, nah, I remember this, da 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 da, and you tend to get lost. But the recap, it just kept coming. Nah, I remember we started with this, then we went here, then we was here.
That is a skill I learned. This is the crazy connection. Not calling Omar a female.
Didn't you just say
But-
something about that?
Omar's a Leo, right? My mother is a Leo. And that's exactly how she are. But she's way worse than Omar. Like, Omar was still in the realm of like actual logic, and he
Yeah.
had some like
Because he
reason
had
and
his
a point.
point.
He
He's
had
like,
a
yo,
point.
I got my point too.
Even if it was a different point, that we both had a different point, but he had a point. But that is typically how every Leo I've ever crossed paths with argues. Like my mother would be like, yo, clean the fridge. And it'll go into like, this is why niggas in the corner store sell bread.
And be like, we're not talking about selling bread today.
That's why I'm like, let me remember everything that just happened. And I used to lie a lot. So it's like, I got to keep track. Like,
That also helps.
Oh yeah, that'll get you there.
yeah, if I stop lying, it's not fun. Don't lie, kids. Yo, shout out to the kid. Yo, shout out to my Jersey kids if y'all still watching this, yo.
Right? That's what's up. We had a kid at one of our shows that probably shouldn't have been there, but
It
he
was
was
like
rocking it.
it was like
Damn.
3. He was taping us too. It was crazy.
Yeah. His mom was cool. She was down.
She's like, yeah, say nigger again.
Don't
I will.
bleep it. Don't you dare censor your song, your art and expression. She's a cool mom. No, so. But thank you for that. You didn't
No
really
problem.
give us a clear winner, but that's what's
I
up.
thought I did. I
Oh,
did.
so you
I
agreed
definitely
You
did.
thought Anthony was right. He had more points.
Yeah, I mean,
The whole government. What's going on?
Y'all, you
said
already
that.
know what it is. It's Av Campbell, that motherfucking nigga, the bar guy, young Aristotle.
You thought he was right?
You cool with that?
All right, shout out to the superstar of the group. What else? I mean, 2 guns up. What else? 2 guns sugar dugger. Yo, say what else? You got a mic. Come on.
Oh, what else?
The young wizard Kelly.
It's not hitting the thing.
Oh my God. What else? Fuck all y'all niggas except Omar. We cool again. I'm deleting the diss track.
What are you guys going to call this episode? 2 stupid idiots talking all day?
Yo, that was the one. Wait, that's the point I can't make. I was like, dead ass. We about to do this for an hour. Like, where were the topics?
Normally, when these two are going at it, I'll be the mediator and like, yo, let's move on. Let's
Yeah,
move to the
but-
next topic.
Oh,
But the
see-
fact that Marcus ain't do that, that's why.
Thank you, because
thing went on.
Marcus don't do shit. Look, Marcus don't put his feet on the table in his own house. He don't put his feet on his grandmama table. He got his feet on our table.
It just that
you
this
guys
time
have
it
no
happened
idea
to
what I
be
do with
me
my
and Av
grandmother.
going at it. So like, I figured Marcus.
No, I want to see. I'm
Yeah.
entertained by that.
Yeah. Oh no! He the type to let shit
said
go
the
on.
next time- what did I say?
Marcus
I said
throw
the
two
next-
swords on the floor.
Yeah, I'm kicking the swords. I want to see who fight it out. That's what I would do.
What
If I
about
was
your
arguing,
friends?
I would do
Are they
that.
gonna let you down?
If I was me, I would have argued. I probably would have won, you know. But I wanted to see how.
Yeah, because one time they were going at it, we actually had a guest here, and I had to like, yo,
Who's going on? We had a guest.
I don't think so. I think.
What guest we
I
had?
think he's just.
nah,
being
yeah,
Omar.
it was going back and forth
But
about
yeah,
him,
like they were
him
arguing.
liking
What? I said the
somebody's
topic's
song
gonna
with the
be what?
song.
Oh, the Cardi B
We
shit.
learned,
Yeah,
right?
he
'Cause
kept
that
on
was
coming
the
and he
end of
kept
the
on,
episode.
and I was
What
like,
did
yo,
they
chill.
say? We're gonna keep going and extend it. We're gonna cut that part out. Y'all should name it the snap because we're gonna like go back and snap that part out.
What part?
Y'all gonna keep the debate on? Oh, all right. Well, that's cool.
Y'all want to cut it? Like we already on like 2 hours, and it seemed like we're not done. Like
I mean, I was ready to end it right there.
you
earlier,
ain't do
but-
shit all episode. We
I
don't know
talked.
your thoughts. We don't know how you feel.
I mean, I listened to two assholes talk. I thought I did a lot. I had to sit there and
Listen
two
to
idiots
it.
go
Listen
around
to
in
it.
circles.
Let me know what part you want to cut short.
Wait.
I
Omar,
like-
look.
Yeah.
You done?
I wasn't even talking.
Oh, all right. Because it started smelling like bitch over there, and I didn't want the smell to go in your mouth. Like,
Over here.
yeah, where you at? It smelled like bitch.
Oh,
Like,
yeah,
when you was
well,
being a
that-
bitch.
What's
That
going-
has
what's
nothing
going
to do
on?
with me watching two idiots talk about this.
Oh, what?
Marcus is not fucking with no. He had a
Nobody
straight face
followed
suit.
you. Somebody throw him a life raft. Don't come over here. It's good. Don't come over here.
Smelling like bitch again. Smelling like bitch again.
Yeah, it's all good.
Oh,
yo.
man, my chest.
You guys are still cool, you know.
Yeah, man.
You know?
It's love.
It's a
man.
good episode. You guys let us know. I
it's a
think we should
conversation.
keep it in there because I want like this to be seen. I want to see
This
other
nigga's
people.
a terror.
I want to see other people comment and be like, "Yo, like, nah, I agree with Omar. It's gonna get like that."
Nah,
Nah,
this is a good debate.
You can't
This is a
be
good debate.
on Gucci Man's like in his territory and be lit. And you can.
This is the proper way to argue with people, guys.
It's good content.
But I learned from this, you don't have to be be listening to somebody's music
Yeah,
to fight for them.
I think Lil Wayne's
Yo, I
like,
swore this nigga was on so icy ENT. You kind of look like Gucci Man too. Like nobody ever
This
told you that.
nigga.
you know, before the last
This
time we did
conversation
this,
Before
is
jail,
done.
before you get in the stomach.
you know,
You like ice cream?
No.
Oh,
This nigga.
yo, no,
you got to get like a coffee cup with lightning bolts on your face.
but you don't have to support someone's like personal life choices to. But you don't even listen to it. You say you don't even like his music like that, so that's a little weird.
Yes, I don't.
Oh, I just don't listen.
That's
to it
actually the
either.
first thing I said. I said I don't listen to Gucci. No, because Av came through and said, "No, oh, so you don't like Gucci?" At the end, when I said, "Oh, I don't listen."
Oh
to
yeah,
it.
he did say that.
Yeah, that's when I was like, yo, you saying fuck
That's- I
Gucci
don't
Man?
listen to him. Av just jumped in and said, "You say you don't like Gucci."
Guys always try to blame me, yo.
He was cutting you off a lot too, so that's probably why I couldn't hear a lot of
Yeah,
your
yeah.
points.
Oh, that bitch smell came right back.
Yeah,
This is fire, by the way.
thanks.
It's too bad they smell like bitch.
Yeah, Marcus, we out.
Yeah, we out.
Yeah,
I tried to be out like 8 episodes ago.
I don't know.
Yo, follow us at
Yeah.
Venture Clan. Subscribe. Venture Mania, August 17th.
Yep.
All that good shit. Get the music. Yo, we had like 3,000 streams at 2:06 p.m. We got a video dropping. All that shit. Get your tickets. It's on our Instagram page. Subscribe to the YouTube. Follow us on SoundCloud. Something Venture Podcast. That's it.
Yep.
Yeah, if you made it to this point, I really fuck with you.
Nah, yeah, they definitely made it to this point. They had to see how it ends. Like
Yeah, if they got there, they was like, yeah, I gotta see where this is going.
they had to see how it
This
ends.
is just like the last show. Like,
You know.